I am black business. Do you support black businesses? Listen, I support black business because I am black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am black business.
I am black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am black business. I am black business. Are you black business? I am black business. Do you support black businesses? I support black business because I am black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am black business. I am black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am black business. I am black business. Are you black business? I am black business. Do you support black businesses? I support black business because I am black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am black business. I am black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am black business. I am black business. Are you black business? I am black business. Do you support black businesses? I support black business because I am black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.
Attention all entrepreneurs and companies. Are you looking for reliable and efficient virtual assistants and back office support to help you manage your business tasks? Look no further than Superwoman Business Services. Our team of virtual assistants provides a full range of administrative support services, including operations management, social media marketing, and much more. We also offer website design services to help you create a professional online presence that reflects your unique brand. In addition to administrative support and website design, we offer business development and structuring services to help you grow your business and achieve your goals. We'll work closely with you to identify areas of improvement and develop a customized plan to help you reach your full potential. At Superwoman Business Services, we understand that running a business can be overwhelming and time-consuming. That's why we're here to help you fly high and achieve success. Our virtual assistants are highly skilled, experienced, and dedicated to providing you with the support you need to thrive. Come fly with us and take your business to new heights. Let us help you become the superhero entrepreneur you are meant to be. Contact Superwoman Business Services today to learn more about our back office support services. Come fly with us and take your business to new heights. Attention.
Over the past few years, we've seen the growth of existing and new initiatives focused on financial inclusion, building global networks, and reducing the wealth gap in response to the idea there's not enough seats at the table. Whether their outcomes are to increase the representation of Black executives on corporate boards, ensure an inclusive global economy, or to create new U.S. African commercial pathways, the strategies are often carried out by separate programs. The question is, should they be? With the continent of Africa being home to more than half of the world's fastest growing economies, the youngest workforce, over 400 companies generating more than $1 billion annually, 700 generating more than $500 million annually that are poised for growth, and being the destination of nearly $5 billion in venture capital in 2021. Diversifying U.S. and Africa commercial engagement by building bridges between African businesses and their U.S. diaspora should begin being seen as mutually beneficial. From helping to reduce Africa's enormous capital gap to catalyzing two-way trade opportunities, the COVID-19 global pandemic hopefully has taught us that global challenges and opportunities are more interconnected than we thought. During the pandemic, African companies like Unicorn Flutterwave, insurance provider Reliance Health, ride-hailing app Yasir, and 54Gene, the continent's first bank of DNA on people of African descent, proved that when African companies have access to networks, capital, and information, they grow big, grow fast, and create solutions that are valuable to the world. This is why Be Direct was created. We are the first U.S.-based but African-centric board preparedness and board search company designed to connect U.S. Black talent and corporations to African businesses. Unique and fundamental to Be Direct's success is our process of helping board candidates adapt their experience and networks to an African context before they're connected to high-growth companies that are looking to locally and globally scale. From our focus groups with African business execs and government leaders, we don't ignore the sentiment that business is easy, but people are hard. Having a pool of board candidates with hard-to-access networks and extensive experience across the business life cycle, including successfully raising capital, is table stakes for an initiative like this. So yes, we have that. But corporate or entrepreneurial success in the U.S. does not guarantee success in Africa. Developed alongside industry partners on the continent, our training program, Be Direct Prep, is designed to transpose their experience to create cultural comfort, understanding, and a commitment to helping businesses in Africa scale. Our board governance sessions are African continental and country specific, integrated with cultural awareness and dexterity training, masterclasses led by African industry execs, and mentoring and coaching from African continental-based facilitators. But even more unique to Be Direct Prep, we cap off our training program with an immersion trip to help candidates that have not been to Africa before see and feel Africa's complexity and opportunity from African soil. We all know traditional network-based board placement has historically left a lot of us out of ever really being in the paid board pipeline. Our strategy supports the work of many great organizations that are successfully filling seats at U.S. board tables by creating more tables for those that are still left on the sideline. It's time to start seeing the role and value of U.S. Black talent and businesses on the continent of Africa differently. Old perceptions and habits limit economic inclusion. Let's transition Black talent and the African businesses they will support from the periphery of the global economy to its core. Living in a global lockdown, we all know now how fast local and global economies can change, and see the value of having businesses that hire, strengthen local value chains, and even grow globally. Status quo in any form holds back progress. We must democratize U.S.-Africa commercial engagement by socially and economically connecting cultures that have long been disconnected. It's time for Africa's U.S. diaspora to redefine their global value by helping African businesses scale continentally and globally.
Phenomenal Tanya T. Wise, who is here from the great state of Maryland. Tanya, welcome and thank you for being with us today. Can you indulge our audience a little bit and tell them just a little bit more about who you are and what it is that you do?
Well, I love being able to talk to people and have a magnetic attitude, being able to just show them. So I always like to say, level up is Coach at Tanya T. Wise here.
So can you tell our audience, just give them a teaser about what your presentation will be about?
So my philosophy is that we should all be living our dream life. So tomorrow I'm going to talk about how you start living your dream life. What are some of the things that you thought about in your childhood that you just kind of let go and dormant?
Wow.
And I want to reignite that and just give you some pointers and some tips, some tools, some strategies to be able to start living your best life now. And guess what, Wanda? And leave an inheritance for your legacy.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I know that's resonating with a lot of people. I've heard that you have a dynamic coaching program. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Absolutely. So our coaching program help people that have the lack of time, that lack strategies, and lack the confidence to go after their dream life. So we help them implement tools, we help them implement strategies, as well as give them resources so that they can live their best life now and leave that inheritance.
Wow. Oh, I love that. I love the leave the inheritance part. Listen, you are dropping some major nuggets, and I know a lot of what you're saying is resonating with a lot of people, but I think we're all curious. How did you even make this transition into the speaking and coaching arena? What's the story behind this?
So I started out in finance, and I realized that a lot of people don't necessarily go after their dream life because of the lack of finances or the education behind finances. But it wasn't until I lost my firstborn, my only son, that life changed for me. And where I was going after it all, living the corporate life, hit my 6-figure income and living in my dream house with my dream man, driving my dream car. I nearly lost it all when I lost my son. And so I realized it only takes one financial catastrophe that can change your entire life. That's what made me start All New Beginnings. Because no matter what's going on in life, there's a new beginning. And because of that, we develop a program called Wise Minded. My little slogan is, don't just dream it, let's live it.
If they want to connect with you or work with you, what is the best ways for them to be able to do that?
Well, for my social media guru, you can connect with me on every single social media platform as Tanya T. Wise.
Prepare for what's coming and dominate in economic winter. Stand strong and thrive by showcasing your great products and services globally through the Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics. The Black Business Network has showcased over 2,000 companies with over $7 billion in sales each year. Over 10 million attendees have viewed the rebroadcast each month. Through the Black Business Olympics, unique styles of business training and mentoring are turning students into business owners and entrepreneurial warriors who will dominate in any economy. Gain the ultimate advantage of the Black Business Olympics, 7 days of unbelievable topics and speakers speaking around the globe. Donate your time and experience to provide expertise and scholarships to students worldwide and change the world. Now, more than ever, new insights, tools, strategies, and capabilities are needed. This is your chance for a major presentation to the world. Fill out the form and join the more than 2,000 speakers who have presented to over 200 countries. Join the Black Business Network streaming live into the metaverse, STEM City, Black Multiverse Enterprises, Hulu, Amazon, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Apple, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pod TV, IBM TV, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. Sign up today. Spaces are limited, and we will see you there.
Artist to me is a creative expression of something from nothing. You know, it explodes onto the canvas, or it explodes on in my work. One of the things that I try to do more than anything is I try to just give the lines and the movements and emotions and expressions to what I do. Art really means to me a chance to express how I feel deep down inside. Most of my art begins as a thought that I might have, you know, whether it's sports, whether it's history, whether it's a woman or a man. It pretty much starts as an idea of thought before I get into the actual image of what I'm going to draw. I do a lot of historical pieces. I was a history minor in college, and I love to do history pieces. And a lot of times I'm thinking about history, and then I try to make that history impact you as you look at it. That's one of the reasons I do pictures so large. People ask me, why do I do the pictures so big? And I tell them, I want the piece to impact them as they're looking at it, to kind of dominate their space. And most of my pieces I try to do off page. I don't try to do anything that's going to be in those four corners or in a square. And I want your imagination to be a part of the piece that you're looking at.
So what we have to do is when we get in the spot, we need to create some spots for us. That's the main thing. We need to be able to be in a position where we're able to create those spots for us. For me, being an entrepreneur, I'm not just going to get a business and then leave you sitting high and dry. If you ask me some questions about entrepreneurship, I'm going to give you as much as I received. I've seen people who made it, and then when you ask them, it's like, okay, now you have to pay me for the information, the same information I got for free. We probably in totally different cities. There's no way that we're going to bump heads or anything. We're not competing. Bring me up with you. And so I just think that whatever education that I have, then I need to be able to give that to my own as well. So create the spots. You can create the spots when you get there.
I'm Kennedy Harris. My genius is being an entrepreneur. I'm the CEO of K-Lock, a company where I develop my very own line of kids supplements. I currently market my multivitamin for kids to help combat weak immunity. During the pandemic, research has shown that having a strong immune system is key to fighting off disease. My vitamins are for kids, but adults can benefit from them as well. I'm adding a proprietary blend to my supplement line. I want to create my own blend so that I have a competitive edge in the marketplace. Staying healthy is important to me so that we live longer and have healthier lives. My website is klockproducts.com. That is K-L-O-C-K. Genius is common.
Hello, I'm Dr. Madeline Ann Lewis, President and CEO of the Executive Women's Success Institute. And my genius is helping women accelerate the path to success. You know, I was blessed to have strong women in my life who encouraged, motivated, and pushed me to do my best and to never even think about giving up on my dreams. So I say to women, we must show up to rise up. We have talents and potential, but who will see them? if we don't speak up and get noticed. I know that women are a tremendous resource on this planet, and there is nothing more fulfilling than helping a woman tap into her full potential. I do this because I want to be a part of helping as many women as I can to show up, to rise up. I do this because genius is common.
I was born in a little village on the island of Haiti. Many deadly diseases pounded me. It is as if they were on a mission to end my existence on this earth. I refused to give up. In 1983, I left Haiti and came to the United States of America. And I came with $5, 2 shirts. I didn't speak any English. I came to Atlanta. I got a job. I was a doorman. I was a doorman with a dream. What I used to come on stage. I'd rehearse this moment that I'm standing in front of you. That's the power of a dream. Maybe today is the day you begin acting as if you already have it. And then step out with full force. Take a risk. No condition is permanent. Don't let your situation distract you. You are chosen. You are called. You are born for a purpose in this life.
Did you know women represent just 3% of Fortune 500 CEOs and less than 15% of corporate executives at top companies worldwide? Have you wondered what the secrets are to getting into the top ranks, whether in the private or public sector? Do you want to figure out how to stop being held back in your career or passed over for promotion? Then you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Dr. Madeline Ann Lewis, President and CEO of the Executive Women's Success Institute. I have decades of experience in the military, the federal government, and corporate America, and my mission is to help women succeed and tap into their full potential. I want to reach 1 million+ women around the world to become the leaders they are meant to be. So if you want to move into a management or executive level position, or maybe you are a female veteran transitioning out of the military into business entrepreneurship, then reach out to the Executive Women's Success Institute at 301-693-3284. Let us get you on the fast track to success.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
Good afternoon, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is Dr. Tabitha Russell. I am your business moderator for this afternoon on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. Our first speaker of this afternoon will be Miss Andrea Young, and she is the founder and CEO of Better Me Incorporated. Andrea Raquel, also known as the social entrepreneur, wanted to help business owners and entrepreneurs get the help and advice they needed to succeed. The company, which was founded in 2007 and has been improving communities, businesses, and lifestyles one solution at a time. And with the Extreme Network Live, TXNL, members can access the resources, information, and support usually only afforded to high net worth individuals and large companies. I present to you today, Miss Andrea R. Young.
Thank you so much, Dr. Russell.
You are more than welcome. Thank you so much for joining us on today. I will leave you with Genius is Common, and I'll see you on the other side.
Grand Rising, everyone. I'm so honored to be back. It's such a pleasure to be back with you today, and I'm so grateful for your warm reception at my last talk and for you having me back. Today, we're going to go a little bit deeper into resilience. As you know, that's near and dear to my heart, but I'm also going to tell you about some good news that I have for you around that topic. It's just such a powerful concept. However, as I've gotten to know the Black Business Expo a little bit more over the past few weeks, I don't think I have the audacity to stand up here and explain resilience to a group of people whose very existence pretty much exemplifies it. So what I really want to do is maybe to point out to you just how resilient you are, because sometimes we have skill sets and we don't even know we have them. Yeah. Well, I know you heard that introduction, but still, who am I? Why am I up here talking to you about resilience? Well, that's me. I didn't do that on purpose. I know I'm kind of moving and swaying, so I didn't even really feel it good, but the positioning, I didn't do that on purpose. It's just part of the slide. I am Andrea Raquel Young, Mrs. I'm a newlywed. Most of you who do know me, all y'all who are watching from Living Sugar-Free Sweethearts, thank you so much. I am a newlywed, if you didn't know that. And so I'm Andrea Raquel Young now. I don't know if y'all thought Raquel was my last name, but it wasn't. So yes, no, I did not hyphenate. I am newly married. My husband is a Marine veteran. I am an Army veteran. And we're both Gen Xers. He's maybe more of what you call, and if he's listening, he might get mad at me for saying this, but they've got this new thing now that they're coining called Zennial, and he might just be right above Zennial. Yeah, I'm the Gen Xer anyway. Y'all do whatever y'all want with that one. So yeah, we both have, and we're both younger Gen Xers, by the way, my point is, because I have an older sister as well. And so this whole resilience conversation stemmed from a conversation about, it may not be showing up good, but I got some other things I want to share. Y'all know I told y'all last time I like visuals. We basically unpacked privilege for 5 weeks. We talked about belief systems for 5 weeks. Okay, the history of all of the belief systems. History, like way back history, and even some things that people call mythology. And now we're discussing resilience focused around the children and spouses of veterans, because that's the focus. with the nonprofit work that we do. And so oftentimes I find that as we're just doing business, it's business as usual, and, let alone if chaos happens, sometimes we forget that some of the things that we just do, especially if somebody's like raised during COVID, they didn't get to have the same experiences necessarily. And so they're seeing us do it. They may be able to learn from us doing it, but they don't quite understand the nuances and the why. So they're not necessarily able to always apply it. Okay. And I can speak firsthand as an ASPE. And before we really get into resilience, I want to tell y'all about my book. You can get it on Amazon, and I want to share just one little piece out of it with you. It is available as an ebook and paperback, as you can see this one. It's all dog-eared. My husband's copy. How cool is that? You can also get it in a hard copy. And if you see me and we ever meet in person, I'll be happy to sign it for you. And I am available for book signings and things like that. We do book clubs and all those types of things because I'm a reader as well and support other, writers and authors. So this chapter in this book is called Weird and Scary, and it's spelled XSCARY. Okay, I'm just going to give you a little tidbit, because I want to show you how it ties in. And this is just how things work. Okay, this is how life works. I wrote this book many years ago because it's a memoir. It's very applicable. This is what you get when you pursue your purpose and your passion, and you have a vision and you set values and you do all of the things before you do the marketing, right? But it's very applicable to this talk. And so if you want to dive deeper into my perspective on resilience and how I even came about doing this talk, because other people kept saying it to me. Okay. So this particular chapter is about some throwback to when I was a banking exec, but also to flash forward to my time as an internet influencer, network administrator, community builder, online and offline. So the Weird and Scary, somebody called me that. Okay, I got it. I got the receipts. Okay, I'm not going to put the person on blast, but I have it because I knew 10 years from now, nobody would ever believe that this happened to me. So that time has passed and I'm no longer bound by any gag order. So I'm talking here about in banking that some stuff went down and it happened in an area that I worked in. And so I was a part of the class action, and then we couldn't talk about it. So just for a period of time, I can talk about it now. However, I've decided not to do too much bus throwing in my memoirs, and I also don't really want to shine much light on any one individual or company for their foolishness, because to most average humans, all publicity is good publicity. So I still avoid saying their name unless it's absolutely relevant, and I can certainly tell my story without sharing their details. Quite frankly, the who, what, when, and where is irrelevant. The why is what we are talking about. And as I quickly learned when I took a job at a different bank, it's all the same in that industry and a few others I bumped into on my journey to now. So that lets you know a little bit about, who I am and my experiences and what I've been through as to why this topic is something that I find myself talking about or that people have asked me to speak on. But I got goodies. So, I'm not here to sell you anything. I want to make that very clear. And the reason I have to make that very clear is not because I'm trying to do a sales pitch or convince you to follow me or anything. I usually try to talk people off of it. Being the coach's coach and leader's leader, that is metaphoric because I really don't do one-on-one coaching and I don't do therapy, even though I have doctoral, training. I'm just here to be a speaker. I'm just here to share my knowledge. Okay. And ideally, some major corporation or company should foot the bill for it where everyday people can get the information. That's how I look at it. Okay. That's just being a servant leader from my perspective. I'm not saying everybody has to do it that way. We all do things differently. Okay. But when you're part of like my little Living Sugar-Free tribe, you get like magazines and stuff like that. It's like a holiday magazine. You get the book free. You know, I do signed copies and all kinds of stuff like that and giveaways. And I'm about to start doing this. And I'm sharing all of this with y'all because I started off saying that you see the white hair is genuine. It's not dyed, okay? I am a Gen Xer, okay? These are my hobby-like activities. My meditation, if you will, activities. I dropped one. It's one of my favorites. So I'm not going to pick it up. But this is tangling art. I shared with y'all like last time, just one. But I haven't even been doing it that long. And I have this many because I literally do it like a form of meditation activity. I like crafts and arts. That's my thing. That's who I am. But guess what? It's about to become part of my brand because now I'm doing meditative tangling sessions and I'm using some of these as like NFTs. Is that what they're called? I don't even know if I'm using the right word, but it's like a little token graphic thing that you use when you have subscribers. You give people special things, and there's even a whole Bitcoin thing around it in crypto. Y'all, I'm just a techie just enough to be dangerous, to be honest with you. But in the past several weeks, I have been doing DNS servers. I have been doing AI prompt engineering. I have been doing virtual reality learning with David and Tara of Hello LLC. Even working with the Black Business Expo is a learning curve because they use different systems than what I use. It's all a lesson in resilience, you see. And sometimes the propaganda of the world tries to convince us that it's not fair and that we shouldn't have to deal with it. And that, you know, we can all act like 2-year-olds, okay? We can all act like 2-year-olds any day of the week, anytime we want to. From the most mature, patient person, we all can even, you know, float in between being super, super mature and petty or whatever, right? And the propaganda is meant to convince you to not be resilient, okay? So it becomes everything. It becomes the fact that the cell phones don't work good and the computers don't work good and, you know, or people don't call you back or people don't show up or, you know, people don't do what you think they should do or your boss, or it's always something. And the world will convince you that you have every reason in the world to be frustrated and just not want to do it. But in reality, you're very resilient. Otherwise, you wouldn't have even gotten to this point, you see. Just like I was resilient before I knew it, before people started identifying me and saying that word to me. It irritated me at first, to be honest with you, okay? I don't know. I should do a search and find out how many times the word resilience is in this book. I dare say it's not. It wasn't my perspective when I was writing the book, you see. So as I was waiting in the green room and I was watching the Black Business Expo speakers and advertisers and different things, programs that are going on and scholarships, and it's overwhelming, even to me. I got degrees. I'm a veteran. I'm a C-suite executive. It's intimidating. No. I know some of y'all was sitting there feeling that way. I know you are. I was thinking it while I was watching it. I was like, wow. I mean, my resume may come across as impressive to someone, but if you lay next to my resume the person who was also a major when she was in the military and now she doesn't, you know what I mean? You can always compare yourself to someone else. There's always going to be someone who's done more than you, or who knows how to do things better than you, or who's been at it longer, who's made more money. There's always good. Guess what? That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Because then, guess what, y'all? There's nothing nice about being first in something, okay? First female voice, 3rd United States Infantry, okay? So it wasn't easy. It was not easy. And being a first is great if you're passionate about what you're paving the way for, okay? And some people want to be first because I wanted to be a first because I thought it was going to pave the way for my career and everything I wanted to do, but it didn't work out like that. Nothing that I've done from that point to this point has culminated because I was the first female voice, because for a period of time, I kind of got erased out of history a little bit. There was someone else going around pretending to be me. She's kind of almost a little bit famous now. But guess what? She has more privilege than I do. And it's not going to mean the same thing for her. Even if I go and do exactly what she did, it's not the same. But guess what? She doesn't have the same privilege. The same resilience skill set that I have. And sometimes when I say this, people are like, yeah, big deal. Oh, so I'm supposed to be, happy about having to do things the hard way or being marginalized. Well, guess what? Sometimes the world will shake things up and level set. We'll have a recession, the economy crashes, all kinds of things happen. Companies go out of business. And sometimes you will find, if you stay long enough, if you stick to the thing that you're committed to long enough, you will find that all of the people who maybe springboarded ahead of you, who may or may not have really deserved it or didn't necessarily do it the right way, they're going to fall off. There's not going to be many people left doing what you do the way that you do it. So it doesn't matter if someone else has more money or more experience or more bling or more whatever. It doesn't matter. They can't possibly have what you have, because what you have is the time in it, or whatever your unique perspective is. Sometimes that's the part about resilience that you're never going to see, because no one else around you is going to point it out to you. Because if you're in the situation where you're being marginalized, oppressed, overlooked, etc., who's going to exactly tell you, oh my goodness, great job of bouncing back, even though we snatched the rug out from under you and didn't treat you fairly? Great job. Great job of, who's going to say that? Nobody's going to say that to you. Okay. And so I really want to convey in particular, okay, as you listen to these wonderful speakers and see their offerings, I want you to do your homework first, okay? Put your oxygen mask on first. I want you to, even if you have no idea, you've never put a vision together before, you don't know where to begin, get a notebook, piece of paper out and write it out, okay? There's no right or wrong. What do you want? What do you want in the next 3 to 5 years? What do you want in the next 10 years? If money were no object and no one was standing in your way, what would your business look like? Would you even have a business? If not, what would you do, etc.? And then when you do that, don't let anybody talk you off of it. Because if there's anything that needs tweaking about it, you'll find out. And then go and connect and collaborate with all of these wonderful coaches and consultants and business executives. I even heard one that's going to train people so that you can be like jump over and don't wait till you get gray hair like me. You can be C-suite ready, like to be a board member. I don't want to be on anybody's board now. I'm already on too many boards. Okay. But you're going to need to be on some boards. You are. You're going to need to be on some boards. You can't just run your company and make a bunch of money and just do that. And I don't have time to explain to you all the reasons that are going to benefit you. Never mind paying it forward, because y'all know that's my thing. Never mind being the change. It's just smart business. Okay. And if you believe in anything about either the power of life and death being in the tongue and you calling those things that be not as though they were, or the law of attraction, I don't care how you want to slice it, by you taking a social entrepreneurial approach to your business, your purpose and your passion, in and of itself, you are going to be creating your own networks, funnels, and collaborations and these types of things. This is the power of Better Me Inc. TXML. This is what Living Sugar Free is. It's not about you coming and paying us for consulting or coaching. It's not. We don't offer that. And I need to say this loud and clear because I'm on a public network right now. There are people that I don't know. There may be people passing by. If you catch this video, Better Me Inc., and the website is bettermeinc.org. There are no apps to buy. There are no products to buy. And certainly we are not selling or charging anybody's accounts for any type of fees or anything. I've been seeing all manner of stuff, you guys. And I have been the sugar-free coach. And Better Me Inc. has been Better Me Inc. We almost working on 20 years now. And when you do business, you're supposed to do your due diligence and find out if there's anybody else like you. Do you really think I would own sugarfreecoaching.com or Better Me Inc. or the social entrepreneurs if there was somebody else doing that? I wouldn't even still be here. So trust me when I say anyone, there's companies, there's an international company that says Better Me something. There may be some, I'm not saying they're scams. They may be legitimate companies and the people just aren't paying attention to their receipts. One person said I signed up and it canceled and I still got charged. And another person said I got a charge out of the blue. So I don't know if it's a scam or not. I'm just saying you have to understand when you get on the internet, buyer beware more than it is when you buy a used car. Okay. Don't put your license plates out and all these types of things. And a lot of us come from the business world and the corporate world, and we may have had licenses, titles, security clearances, and et cetera, where we couldn't be on social media. So there's a gap for some people. And I'm not even going to call it a generational gap because I'm a Gen Xer and I've been doing this since the 90s. Okay. But there are Gen Xers who don't do this. There are boomers that don't do this. There are millennials that don't do this. Okay. So there are people whose world has been more brick and mortar terrestrial. And so if that's you and you come on the internet, the scams and the things you can fall for have gotten even more savvy than they were 15, 16 years ago when we were teaching classes on how to stay safe on the internet and how not to get socially engineered. Okay. And we are going back to the basics on those, but they're archived and you can even go listen to them now if you want to. Still evergreen. Okay. That's what we're here to do. Our mission, as you heard Dr. Russell say earlier, is improving communities, businesses, and lifestyles one solution at a time. So whenever I get a message or someone else gets a message from someone like that, we are happy to go dive in and help them figure out and help them know how to get to their bank, report it as fraud, and what to do, because that's my specialty. That's what we're here to do. That's like a lead almost, because they're going to remember us for that. Or you could just kick and be mad that somebody is, I don't have to worry about it. It's not me. They can't blame it on me. There's no way that anybody can pretend to be me and say that that was us doing it. Our business is not even set up that way. And the bank knows it's not us. You know, all of our vendors know it's not us. So I don't have to worry about it. Sometimes people, whether people blame you for stuff or whether they get upset or say no or whatever, sometimes those situations that you think of that we need to have a reason to be resilient about, when you're in it, it can have you kind of thrown off to where you can't think straight. So you can just and get over it. Because if you can and get over it in the situation and allow yourself to just do what your creative mind does, you'll come up with the next thing to do. But whether you're looking for something because you lost your keys or can't remember a word or can't remember how to get somewhere or trying to figure out a solution to a problem, trying to write a book. Listen, I did a whole series on writer's block with a whole bunch of writer friends of mine. And we all, a lot of neurodivergent people and creative minds talked about like what you do when you get writer's block. There's no such thing as writer's block in my mind. If I don't feel like writing right now, I'm not writing right now. I'm going to do some tangling. And then when I have something to say, I'll go back to writing. I'm not going to spend any amount of time beating myself up because I have writer's block, you see. But there's this propaganda thing right now that's almost teaching people how to talk about themselves like that. And if you want to know more about resilience and all the stuff we talked about, I have on-demand classes. You can subscribe to Living Sugar-Free, or you can just join Better Me Inc. and just go all in on your own. But I'd love to connect with all of you. If you have questions, feel free to ask. Thanks for having me.
Yes, I definitely think that this was very informative. I know that we have just a couple of minutes here. So I wanted to talk a little bit about your resilience, right? When you say that all of us have it, can you go in just a little bit more about that real quick?
You know, sometimes something will happen, a situation will happen, and we go through it. And if there's no one around to say, you seem awfully happy considering you just lost your best friend, or somebody died in your life, or, you lost your house, or whatever maybe happened to the person, lost your business, COVID happened, a lot of stuff. And there's just kind of a certain kind of, some of us, we come here like that, I think, but as a culture, we collectively, okay, everybody who's watching this broadcast, I don't care if you look like me or not, if you're over here, you probably have this kind of home training on you where you didn't really get to kind of walk around down in the mouth and feeling sorry for yourself and crying about every little thing that happened, right? Even when you fast, put some grease on your face and don't let everybody know you're fasting. That is resilience. Like, you were trained to smile and shake it off. But the problem is we've been shaking off marginalization and oppression and all kind of stuff that nobody should have to go through, So if you take that skill set and apply it to your business, if the website crashes or, the vendor goes out of business, now you can't do what you thought you were going to do, your partner dropped the ball, whatever, you already have the skill set to deal with that. You just got to tap back into it.
I love it. I love it. That is so refreshing, in knowing that we already have it on the inside.
And if you need a reminder ever, hashtag DIY, as in do it yourself, head extraction. There's a joke in there, y'all. But if you can see, it's a pictograph. Okay. And so each little section is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tips. I don't think we have time for me to read them all. But right. Like when you get down to 6, it's like, if you're mad about everything that was said, go back to this number. But I promise you, if you save that thing on your phone, y'all, even I go through it sometimes to just kind of remind myself and shake myself out of a funk or whatever.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And if you could, please share with our listeners on today your contact information again.
Absolutely. Thank you. Okay. So I am Andrea Raquel. Y'all know me as that Young at Sugar Free Coach everywhere. And if you want to chat me up in conversation, if you hashtag living sugar free, the nonprofit is bettermeinc.org, not .com. There are no apps. And it's hashtag TX now. Y'all, please go to these websites to find us. Sugar Free Coach. If you can't remember the website, it's Sugar Free Coaching. Find me on social media. Don't Google and go all places to get my book. I don't know about people who are, pretending to be me and selling readings and fake books and all kind of stuff. You can't take for granted that, like, oh, who am I? I'm not anybody. Well, if you're an internet influencer, chances are somebody's copycatting you. So we have to be careful, and I want to make sure my audience is protected.
Understood. Thank you so much for your wonderful information on today. I'm sure that our listeners will want to connect with you. And I just want to leave with you that genius is common, and I'll see you on the other side. Yes. Thank you. The Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K through 12 entrepreneurs. This expo is a fundraiser for students. You may go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund, or use the Cash App on the screen below, and it's $BBX USA. Our goal is to give laptops up to $5,000 to 10 students, and students can register online at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com. Every dollar counts. So we want to remind you to donate to the scholarship fund. We want to thank our Business Expo USA sponsors for April 2023. That's NC100, Moody Capital Partners, Suede Soul, Lotus Rich Coaching and Training, Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, Hello LLC, First Atlantic Insurance Group, 5-Star BDM Media, Barbara H. Smith LLC, Margie McLean Foundation Incorporated, Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, Mullane Shania Global, Executive Women's Success Institute, The Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, Creative Force Studios, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App Design, Black Business Expo USA. Genius is common, and I'll see you on the other side.
I'd like you to imagine with me, if you will, opening an app where you can collaborate with like-minded individuals from around the world, get inspiration and in-app tools to launch and grow your business, as well as share your knowledge and earn compensation, all in one app. Well, the name of that app is Truso, short for Truly Social. Hi, I'm Matthew Newman, the founder and CEO of Truso. A new concept in social media, Truso is designed from the ground up to be a platform that's both social and empowering for all its users. How exactly do we do that? I'm glad you asked. First, Truso brings the world together via video. Psychologists assert that video provides a significantly more effective connection than audio only. When you enter a community on Truso, you're face to face. Second, on Truso, you don't have to have 1 million followers to monetize. Our business model allows all hosts and moderators to monetize, no matter the size of your following, by 1, producing fee-based content, and 2, inviting others to join the platform as subscribers. Even more, Truso has an in-app resource library with over 100 free resources, forms, and documents to help you build your brand and grow your business. Third, Truso is inclusive. The deaf and hard of hearing communities make up 360 million people worldwide. Unlike audio-only apps, Truso embraces this community, providing a networking platform that allows them to participate via video and closed captioning. We even have a deaf and hard of hearing foundation in the works as well. Fourth, Truso is both social and safe. We refer to Truso as a virtual extension of the beauty shop, barbershop, and brainchild of the community. A place where there's laughter, along with wisdom, growth-oriented conversation, and genuine connections in a safe space. Truso even has proprietary security to ensure we maintain a safe environment for everyone. Where are we at now? Truso is live, y'all. We've launched in beta, and we're acquiring users daily. We have an incredible development and marketing team, plus amazing celebrity influencers at the table, helping us spread the word around the globe, beginning within the African diaspora and beyond by creating a safe space for growth, connection, and collaboration. We're truly excited about Truso. We've created something special for which there is a global market. And we invite you to embark on this journey with us as a shareholder. The future for Truso is truly bright. Join us and let's go there together.
What if you could build your own city? A place where every child can find nurturing people to help them achieve their full potential. A place where every adult can access job training support, where health education is abundant, where social justice ruled the land. A place without limitations. Welcome. You have arrived at STEM City USA. It is what every city should be. A safe and trusted community where you find people and resources to help you become everything you are and beyond. STEM City is unlike anything you have ever experienced. It is a digital twin of the world around you, only better. STEM City is about energy and soul renewal. It is more than a digital world. You can almost feel the power of live cultural events, music, and theater. STEM City promises a better future for children with caring mentors and hands-on activities with dedicated tutors to support our youth. STEM City is your passport to a healthy lifestyle with weekly events addressing our community's many issues. STEM City is your financial well-being with helpful information on wealth management, career advancement, job training, and so much more. STEM City is the community you deserve. It is the city where your dreams can come true. STEM City USA, a place in the sky that is accessible to all who reach for the stars.
Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America, in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black Business. I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black Business. I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black Business. I am Black Business.
It's time for you to start bossing in social media. For all your social media needs, you've come to the right place at the right time to get your website designed, landing page, social media platforms, and get the training you need to get in front of the people that's ready to buy your products and services. Let me train you with StreamYard, Zoom, Clubhouse, and much more. And let me help you get your virtual professionals, not assistants, because assistants can only assist you, but the virtual professionals can give you that professional flavor that you need to expand your reach and increase your revenue. Jump on in and get in where you fit in and start bossing today.
Hey guys, my name is Caden. I'm the CEO of Caden Teaches, and my genius is teaching kids about financial literacy. Throughout my financial products, such as my financial flashcards, my activity book, and my newest project, my financial bus, which I bought. And on the bus, it has a mock bank where kids will learn how to deposit and withdraw money, a mock grocery store where kids will be able to learn how to have a family budget, and a mock stock exchange where kids will even be able to learn how to invest in stocks. Now, I decided to start teaching kids about financial literacy because I find that most kids graduate high school without even knowing the basics about financial literacy. And I feel if I were to teach kids about financial literacy, that I would be able to help kids tap into their genius. And I actually learned about financial literacy to my dad because I would go to business meetings with him and I would always see that they were talking about financial literacy. And at that point, I didn't understand what financial literacy was. So I took it upon myself to learn about financial literacy and teach it to kids in a way that they could understand. But I want you guys to help me help kids tap into their genius by going to my website, cadenteaches.com, and you can sew into me in my financial bust by going to my GoFundMe link. And remember, if Caden can, you can too. Because genius is common.
Over the past few years, we've seen.
Attention all entrepreneurs and companies. Are you looking for reliable and efficient virtual assistants and back office support to help you manage your business tasks? Look no further than Superwoman Business Services. Our team of virtual assistants provides a full range of administrative support services, including operations management, social media marketing, and much more. We also offer website design services to help you create a professional online presence that reflects your unique brand. In addition to administrative support and website design, we offer business development and structuring services to help you grow your business and achieve your goals. We'll work closely with you to identify areas of improvement and develop a customized plan to help you reach your full potential. At Superwoman Business Services, we understand that running a business can be overwhelming and time-consuming. That's why we're here to help you fly high and achieve success. Our virtual assistants are highly skilled, experienced, and dedicated to providing you with the support you need to thrive. Come fly with us and take your business to new heights. Let us help you become the superhero entrepreneur you are meant to be. Contact Superwoman Business Services today to learn more about our back office support services. Come fly with us and take your business to new heights.
Why do I do what I do? You know, my life coach asked me that a few years ago. And she said, Tony, what's your why? And I told her, and she said, girl, you've already accomplished that. Perhaps you need a new why.
Hi, Tony Harris, Amy Hoydu with Say It Said Marketing, one of your students. And just wanted to say thank you, Tony Harris, for spending so much time with me and giving me that boost in my business that I so drastically needed.
My why is to touch, move, and inspire my clients to take drastic steps to be better than they were before they met me. I'm a resource. I'm a connector. I want to help people build deeper relationships that are beneficial to their life and business. That's what I do best.
So, first thing you got to do is show up. And speaking is a way to magnetically attract your ideal client to you. How many of you use social media that way? Absolutely, and this is how you look to the world. Drastic steps are the steps that are needed to be successful. And my business is drastic denotes a mindset. Getting out of your comfort zone. Doing something that you don't necessarily feel comfortable doing, want to do, but you know it's a necessary step to be successful in your business.
I get the most satisfaction when I see my connections flourishing into relationships long after I am gone.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Augustine with Media Jasmine, and I've joined several networking and referral groups in the area. And Network in Action Northeast Houston with Tony Harris Taylor is one of the best organizations that I've joined.
I love that piece of what I do, and it is what fuels my fire.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
The Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K-12 entrepreneurs. This expo is a fundraiser for students. Please, you may go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund or use the Cash App at $BBXUSA. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. Students can register online at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com. Every dollar counts. Please donate to the Black Business Expo USA Scholarship Fund.
Good evening, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is Dr. Tabitha Russell. I am your business moderator for this evening on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. Our next speaker is Ms. Pamela Kelly, and Ms. Kelly is a graduate of the University of San Francisco with a BA in Business Administration. She also achieved honors certification in computer-aided design drafting from Durham Technical Community College. Ms. Kelly has over 30 years in combined experiences in amateur radio technology, digital graphics, website development, and cross-platform Android, iPhone, mobile app development. And right now, I present to you Ms. Pamela Kelly.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Russell, for that introduction. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. And I want to thank Dr. Eric Kelly for giving me the opportunity to speak to everyone today and share my experiences. And so my name is Pam Kelly. I'm the owner of I Prep to Thrive, a preparedness organization in Raleigh, North Carolina. And you may ask, well, what does a preparedness organization do? Well, you know how so many of us may have experiences when stuff hits the fan and we may not be as financially prepared. You may have a car repair, or there might be a blackout, or there might be some other at-risk event that occurs, and you find yourself not with enough emergency cash. well, that's something that I can well relate to because I've had that experience in my life. And so my experience of learning from it and overcoming those situations encouraged me just to share those tools and resources with other people. And one thing that I found out early is that I simply had to reduce my spending. So that's what I do. I have a preparedness organization that helps people find ways to reduce their spending 25%, up to 25% in order to acquire a cash stash preparedness fund, which we all know in this post-pandemic America and really globally, you cannot, it's not optional. It's really imperative that we all have some kind of emergency funding. In addition, I offer resources to fortify emergency communications. As Dr. Russell shared, I am an amateur radio operator, and we do need more persons with those skills in the African American community. Why? Because whenever there's an at-risk event, a widespread at-risk event, like a hurricane or a tornado, we are often the ones that are left without communications to effectively help us in getting assistance for our situation. So when many people ask me, oh, well, you're a prepper? Yes, I am, but I am not a doomsday prepper. I always sense that question is coming, but I do not put much planning into the perfect survival preparedness plan for doomsday. I am what's called a life cycle prepper. Again, I offer people resources to prepare, to overcome, and be resilient in the face of daily challenges and survivable at-risk events. Because in the event, some madman presses the done button or an asteroid impacts the Earth, our survival is really and totally in God's hands. And that's where faith comes into play. And I think Miss Andrea Young, who was on earlier, she referenced to that. Just how do we find resilience in today's times? Well, for me, that's my bedrock. Faith. After all your planning and preparedness, sometimes things do not turn out the way you want them to. So we have to be persons of faith, and that's what I do share as part of my resources, that regardless of what faith foundation you have, I am a person of Christian faith, and I have found that has been part of my toolbox of preparedness resilience skills. So I've been a prepper since 1996 after experiencing financial and tactical unpreparedness in the aftermath of Hurricane Fran, which took place on September 5th, 1996. Winds between 120 and 135 miles an hour came through Raleigh and just caused so much devastation. There was no power for 10 days. I had a refrigerator full of frozen food, a half a tank of gas, less than $100 till next payday. And I have to mention, in spite of the fact, with all of my credentials, and I was working a job that I was making $45K a year, I was actually living paycheck to paycheck. So I'm just being transparent about that because, in fact, in 1996, there were a lot of people who make a lot of money, but the problem is a lot of us may not do our due diligence in saving for emergency preparedness. So there you are. I admit it. I did not plan well financially. Besides that, the utilities, I had no ice to keep that food frozen. There was no power for 10 days, as I mentioned. And gas stations did not have any gas. There were just lines going around the block for what little rations they would allow. So how did I get through that? Again, you have to be creative and you just have to believe in the future. And I often self-identify as a futurist because in the midst of at-risk events, you have to really, again, go to your faith foundation and believe in the future and continue to prepare for it. Also, I had 2 toddlers at that time. And hindsight is 2020. They only remember it as the greatest camp out adventure. So sometimes part of that balm of remembrance and the resilience is that the people that you love, that you're trying to take care of, and the reality is that you're not doing the best job in the midst of an at-risk event. It's good that they still love you, they support you, and whatever memories they have are not as harsh as the memories of your deficiency or your unpreparedness. And to go further back in my life, I'd have to share that I was never a person that was prone to being preparedness driven. I grew up in a household with 2 parents up until my mother did relocate and went back to her hometown, but we did not discuss preparedness. I don't recall my parents saying that is very important. They were hard workers, but they pretty much lived paycheck to paycheck. So again, sometimes we can have an upbringing that is very nurturing in every way, but those practical talks about money and how to be a good steward of your dollars might not be as adequate as we'd like once we reach our adulthood. And I'd like to say to the young gentleman before me, Caden Harris, he really got an advantage in that his parents apparently were very adamant in teaching him those financial skills. But all in all, it's never too late. And so on that day, 1996, September 5th, I vowed that I would never find myself or my young children at that time in such a vulnerable position again. And around that time, an AME minister said he knew my situation, and he said, Pam, one thing you need to learn to do is stop spending 100% of your dollar. Well, duh. I was at that time, 2 young children, had a lot of expenses, had a house at that time. So he said, that's okay. Just keep that as the bar of expectation. And over time, you will achieve that, to live below your dollar. He did not specify at that time just how much below, but since that time, and I will share a little later, a method or a methodology that I use called cash flow 5, 10, 10, 75. And it's not a reinvention of the wheel, basically traditional financial wisdom. So I don't want to just survive after that. I just said, I'm going to have to change. And I think sometimes, why does it have to be that way? That some situation brings us to rock bottom financially before we change habits. Well, that was my experience. And I decided I wanted to revive and thrive financially, strategically, and spiritually. And from those experiences, that is eventually how I arrived at creating this organization, I Prep to Thrive. So it's my passion to empower others to do the same, that if you're consuming 100% of your dollar, I have information, top 10 ways that you can easily reduce your spending up to $500 a month in order to be able to save for your emergency preparedness fund. So, as I mentioned, I am an amateur radio operator. So 2 things that I do, I call it Tier 1 preparedness. Financial preparedness, again, having an emergency fund, and communications, emergency communications preparedness. So I encourage those who might be interested, just reach out to me at pam@ipreptothrive.com if you're interested in either those ways to reduce spending in order to increase or fortify your emergency cash stash. And I may mention about the cash stash. For everyone, it is different. And I found that the cash stash, the bare minimum cash stash, for me to feel, to be able to sleep well at night, was actually $1,660. And here's why. Because all of us have insurance, we have deductibles, we have kids that may be in need. So I actually had an occasion where one of my kids had a financial need. And so I was able to send assistance for that. I also had a car repair, and that's $500 off the bat. So before you know it, you want to be able to have what I call a tipping point cash stash, because when something happens, you don't want to have to use your credit cards. You don't want to have to borrow from Peter to pay Paul. You don't want to have to engage in predatory lending. And so I'm being transparent in that, you know, a lot of those things years ago, you know, you do what you can to put food on the table and take care of your kids, but it can also kind of bring out the worst in you, and we don't want to go there. So again, my primary preparedness focus is what I call tier one, because getting that cash stash, then you can sleep better, and you may have additional discretionary cash that you're saving, and then you go to tier two. Let's consider investing your additional cash, and that's when I want to segue to the many community partners that I have met in the past year since I've started iPrep to Thrive, that I can say, okay, you know, I've assisted this person, and you do it all confidentially, and I just give them the information, and I say, well, contact this community partner, because now if you're now saving, you have that emergency stuff hits the fan fund, then go to the next step, begin earning interest on the money that you're saving. Earn greater interest. And I'm talking about more than saving in a bank account. But again, investment options are not really my forte. I go from the experiences that I've had personally, just to show people how to reach that emergency cash stash. Because statistically, 63% of Americans, as of 2022, 63% of Americans do not have cash on demand to cover a $1,000 emergency. And I think that was even very, very conservative. When we answer polls, you know, sometimes we answer in the way that we would like to answer, and not, you know, just with authenticity, but 63% as of 2022. So as I mentioned, my remedy to my financial situations was something called cash flow 5-10-10-75. And I used a Excel spreadsheet. And what does 5-10-10-75 indicate? 5% we want to set aside for community investment, at least. The Black Business Expo is an excellent venue in which to support with our dollars bucketed for community investment. So that's 5% at least. 10% for saving. Another 10% if you are part of a faith community, which I am. And even if you're not, just being thankful. There's power in thankfulness, and that can translate to being able to be in a position to give. So I set aside 10% for giving. And then 75% is that spending threshold, which ideally 75%, you know, that's achievable. Now, there are other programs such as Dave Ramsey. I think he said like 30%. I think there's a cultural component to this, because so many of us in the African American community are not making the comparable wages that you know our mainstream community makes. So I said, and I said to the AME minister years ago, I said, I'm spending 100% of my dollar. I can't do 30% like Dave Ray. I don't even think he was around then. But, there were other models out there where they said, well, you need to save 50, you need to live at 50% or less. That is not practical, I found, culturally.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
if you can achieve it, that's fine. But
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to establish a bar of expectation, a level of financial expectations that many of us can aspire to. So when I first started using this cash flow 5, 10, 10, 75, again, 5% community investment, 10% emergency saving at least, 10% giving, just the power of thankfulness. If you've been blessed, if you woke up today, you are obligated to give back.
Right. That's right.
Yeah, so, and then 75%, so it adds up to 100%.
It
No
does.
intervention of the wheel. In fact, before credit cards, before loans and all that, people were using this. And to give you some potential controversy when I share information about 5, 10, 10, 75, I've actually had some people say, you know what, Pam, that looks like socialism. No, in fact, the mainstream community, their dollar is bucketed seamlessly like this.
Mm-hmm.
Their dollar seamlessly goes at least 5% to some business their uncle or their brother-in-law owns. Their 10% saving goes to a bank that somebody who looks like them owns.
Right.
So this is in no way socialism. That is just a propaganda. This is very much just traditional financial faith-based stewardship.
Yes,
It's really universal in every language, in every culture. No culture should have an economy that forces us to spend 100% of our dollar. And I'll speak more on that topic. So I was able to create an app. And I say like, oh, I just created an app. No, I had to have a teachable spirit because I was using an Excel spreadsheet for years. And I said, well, I really want young people to adopt this practice early. We have to teach our kids financial preparedness early.
Mm-hmm.
So I created an app for Android and iPhone, which is available. It's $1.99 because I was not interested in becoming a millionaire with this. I just wanted to get a tool out because kids are not going to use Excel. They will use an app on their phone. So I make it accessible. And I'm just so thrilled that Caden Harris before me. Oh my goodness. But it makes a point. It's never too late to start. He's going to be a millionaire. And I'm just starting, but
yeah. Well, I have a question. I have a question about your app that you were talking about. What is the name of the app that you have?
Cash Flow 5, 10, 10, 75. No hyphens between the 5, 10, 10, 75. So if you go to Google App Store, and if you go to Apple, the App Store, and I actually made an accommodation on my website, which is ipreptothrive.com. If you go to Shopify, I've now made that app available on Shopify. And here's why. Some folks do not purchase apps very often on Google, either because their ID, maybe they haven't used it in so long. And I didn't want any impediment to people getting the app for Android from Google Play. So I'm doing things to try to make that app and the methodology associated with it. And now for our baby boomers, I have the Excel spreadsheet for those of us who insist on using an Excel spreadsheet. But basically what it does, you enter an amount, it automatically buckets your dollar, 5, 10, 10, 75. Easy peasy.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And you mentioned something about the cash stash. Now, what would you recommend as far as for a person to be able to determine that amount? Because you gave a specific amount. It was like $1,660. Was that? Okay. So with that,
And I call that was my tipping point cash dash, because it's the point at which I did not go wilding when I did not have my, when something happens, I didn't freak out because, oh, I have this for that car repair. Oh, I have this, to help out my son or daughter if they need it, and I've been telling them about 5, 10, 10, 75 for years. And they actually asked me, Mom, can you do one for 80, 20? I said, no.
So how do you determine your amount though for the average individual?
Well, my amount, okay, because if you have a car, you have a car insurance deductible. If something happens to your vehicle, a lot of times to get the repair, you have to pay the $500 deductible. At least with mine, you have to pay it up front before you can have complete repairs done. So that's $500. Then I have dental insurance. Now I'm retired now, so my insurance has changed, and it's worse. I don't have employer provided insurance that paid up to 80%. I actually have to pay a deductible. That's another $500. And then $500, what if the ATMs, if there is a blackout and the ATM shuts down, you are going to need another $500 cash, right?
Right.
So actually my insurance deductible was actually $660. I think that's where I got the $1,660. So what my point is that everyone will have their different tipping point cash dash. And that tipping point is the point at which you feel you no longer feel anxiety. You can sleep well at night because you've got ready access to cash on demand for whatever amount. So for someone else, it might be different. If you're a married couple, you definitely need a higher tipping point cash dash.
I love it. I love it. So from what I'm understanding now, you're having the cash stash in addition to like an emergency fund and different things like that, right? So your specialty in what I'm hearing is that you teach people how to diversify their funds, right? And make sure that they have those in different buckets, because I too am a financial strategist. And so I help people to do a lot of that. So this definitely intrigues me from the standpoint of how it is that you help people to really see where they're at and where it is that they are going. So I like all of this, how you have it broken down to more realistic approach, right? The 5, 10, 10, 75, because I agree with you that our dollars are not quite at the level of our counterparts. So we do have to be a little bit more strategic with our dollars, right?
Absolutely.
Where our counterparts spend 60 to 70% of theirs and they can invest and all that kind of stuff, where we spend 90, 100% of most of our monies. So this is really good. I like the idea of the app. And so what gave you that concept as far as coming up with the app in itself?
In 2016, I was mentoring young people at my church. And I attended a Black Girls Code class as a technical aid. They learned to create an app. And after that class, there was no follow-up. And I said, well, I want to create a program to teach just the bit that I've learned about creating an app. I want to teach the kids at my church. That developed into a program called Teach Preparedness Early Program, TPEP. And one of the activities was to learn to create an app. As I got better and better at it, I said, I want to share this methodology it just kind of organically came to me. And it was much easier said than done. It took about a year to do it. And it took quite a few rejections from App Store, from Apple, not from the math. Actually, the code was correct. It was things around the code, like having a URL embedded in the app. It was so many different things but ultimately App Store approved it. And that to me was such a milestone, because it meant I can now show other people how to do this. So beyond just creating the app, it says, as a preparedness tool, we can create our own preparedness tools. We don't have to get Dave Ramsey's app. If Cash Flow 510-1075 works for people, then some other apps that relate to preparedness. So that's kind of my forte. And again, I stick with that tier 1 preparedness of, if you don't have an emergency cash stash, I can help you with that. I have tools for that. I have resources, how to shave off that $500, because I really had to downsize. Beginning in 1996, I was overspending. And like I said, I was making a good wage. And to that point, it shows it's not how much you make, it's how much you
keep. That's right.
It's how much you keep. So it's been a journey. And, when stuff hits the fan, we can no longer expect FEMA to send us, what was it? I forget the name of those checks that they sent us. Those are not coming, because FEMA, along with the government, is in such debt.
Yes.
That's not going to happen again. So all the more reason for my community, the African American community, that we have to become preparedness driven with our money.
That's right.
And with our resources. And in particular, churning our dollar at least 5% back into our community.
That's right.
Because we have the intellect. I mean, look at Black Business Expo. It's replete with just geniuses.
Yes.
So and we're making money.
That's right.
At the end of the day, it's are we churning? Are we
That's
churning
right.
money at least 4 times back into our community? So I'm trying to set the example, because I let people know, whatever resources I get, financial, they go to a Black bank. If for those who may be familiar with mechanics and farmers, they've been around since 1907.
Right.
Every one of us should have our emergency preparedness fund, ready access. And to that point, when I say cash stash fund, a part of it you should always keep hidden somewhere. I don't know, in a closet corner somewhere, because again, when stuff hits the fan, when things go down, when the internet goes down, you don't want to be part of that wilding crowd trying to get to an ATM.
That's right. That definitely makes sense.
In fact, it didn't even take that. The bank closed. What was it? A bank closure on the West Coast somewhere.
Yeah.
And people actually lined up and we're getting very agitated and prone to violence, because they could not get all their money.
That's right. I agree.
Yeah. I think just kind of grassroots, that we need to get back to basics, and the cultural answers for us are unique to us.
That's right. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
So I'd have to say, in recent years, I'm a preparedness activist.
That's right.
If you're around me long enough, you'll hear a month load of the word preparedness.
I love it. So tell everybody,
because I didn't hear the word prepare in my, like I have to say, I have wonderful parents.
Yes.
But prepare was not heard daily.
That's right. That's right. Which is understandable. And a lot of us could potentially attest to that as well. So tell everybody how it is that they can connect with you. What's your contact information for everyone here today?
So my website is thrive.com. My email address is really easy peasy. Pam@ipreptothrive.com.
Awesome. Thank you so
Well, thank you. Okay. I was initially telling Dr. Kelly too, do I have to talk 45 minutes? But see, once a plug gets unplugged with preparedness.
Oh yeah, no worries. That's why we're here to help you transition through this process. So we thank you so much,
Dr. Russell.
You're more than welcome. Thank you so much for joining us on today. I will leave you with Genius is Common, and I'll see you on the other side. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the opportunity.
You're welcome. Every dollar counts. We want to thank our Black Business Expo USA sponsors for August 2023, NC100, Moody Capital Partners, Suede Soul, Lotus Rich Coaching and Training, Carolina Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, Barbara H. Smith LLC, Margie McLean Foundation Incorporated, Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, Mullane Shania Global, Executive Women's Success Institute, The Quality Coaching Company, The Superwoman Business Services, Creative Force Studios, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App Design, Black Business Expo USA, Hello LLC, 5-Star BDM Media, as well as the First Atlantic Insurance Group. I will leave you with Genius is Common, and I'll see you on the other side.
I'm Ramon Ray, founder of Smart Hustle Magazine and smallbiztechnology.com.
To celebrate small business success, stand up on your feet. You rocked the house. Hey, thank you. It was amazing. Didn't we learn? For me, success comes from failure. One thing not to do is shake somebody's hand like this.
Did you know women represent just 3% of Fortune 500 CEOs and less than 15% of corporate executives at top companies worldwide? Have you wondered what the secrets are to getting into the top ranks, whether in the private or public sector? Do you want to figure out how to stop being held back in your career or passed over for promotion? Then you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Dr. Madeline Ann Lewis, President and CEO of the Executive Women's Success Institute. I have decades of experience in the military, the federal government, and corporate America, and my mission is to help women succeed and tap into their full potential. I want to reach 1 million+ women around the world to become the leaders they are meant to be. So if you want to move into a management or executive level position, or maybe you are a female veteran transitioning out of the military into business entrepreneurship, then reach out to the Executive Women's Success Institute at 301-693-3284. Let us get you on the fast track to success.
Are you a forward-thinking entrepreneur or business owner? The world is changing faster than ever, and it's time to pivot and adapt to the future. Hello LLC is here to help you do just that. Hello stands for helping enterprises leverage leading-edge optimizations. Our innovative solutions can streamline operations, reduce overhead costs, and give you a competitive edge in a market projected to reach $5 trillion by 2030. By pivoting to the metaverse, Businesses can tap into a rapidly growing market that is projected to be a significant part of daily life for 25% of Americans by 2026. As a full digital metaverse agency, the Hello LLC can help you create custom solutions to streamline operations, increase productivity, reduce costs, and drive brand recognition. Why should you pivot to the metaverse with the Hello LLC? By leveraging cutting-edge technology, you can provide immersive experiences for your customers, expand your global reach, and unlock new revenue streams. Contact us today to make the pivot.
Social media is evolving. It's more vibrant, more colorful, more energetic, and so are you. It's not just photos anymore. It's video, it's audio, it's subscriptions. And now there's Fanbase, a new monetized social network. Fanbase delivers the complete native app experience with full content monetization for every user. No algorithms that shadow ban your engagement or growth, and no ads. Follow anyone for free and subscribe directly to your favorite creators for $4.99 a month. Plus, show some love by tipping on any post. Also, make a Fanbase page and monetize your content the same way. Finally, connect with your followers by posting the amazing content you already create. And now, get paid for it. It's time to energize and monetize, because everyone's a fan of something and everyone has a fan base.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
What if you could build your own city? A place where every child can find nurturing people to help them achieve their full potential. A place where every adult can access job training support, where health education is abundant, where social justice ruled the land. A place without limitations. Welcome. You have arrived at STEM City, USA. It is what every city should be. A safe and trusted community where you find people and resources to help you become everything you are and beyond. STEM City is unlike anything you have ever experienced. It is a digital twin of the world around you, only better. STEM City is about energy and soul renewal. It is more than a digital world. You can almost feel the power of live cultural events, music, and theater. STEM City promises a better future for children with caring mentors and hands-on activities with dedicated tutors to support our youth. STEM City is your passport to a healthy lifestyle with weekly events addressing our community's many issues. STEM City is your financial well-being with helpful information on wealth management, career advancement, job training, and so much more. STEM City is the community you deserve. It is the city where your dreams can come true. STEM City, USA, a place in the sky that is accessible to all who reach for the stars.
Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo. One of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black business. I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black business. I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black business.
Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
Did you know women represent just 3% of Fortune 500 CEOs and less than 15% of corporate executives at top companies worldwide? Have you wondered what the secrets are to getting into the top ranks, whether in the private or public sector? Do you want to figure out how to stop being held back in your career or passed over for promotion? Then you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Dr. Madeline Ann Lewis, President and CEO of the Executive Women's Success Institute. I have decades of experience in the military, the federal government, and corporate America, and my mission is to help women succeed and tap into their full potential. I want to reach 1 million+ women around the world to become the leaders they are meant to be. So if you want to move into a management or executive level position, or maybe you are a female veteran transitioning out of the military into business entrepreneurship, then reach out to the Executive Women's Success Institute at 301-693-3284. Let us get you on the fast track to success.
You are in the right place at the right time. The Black Business Network opens again for its Black Business Olympics, a 24/7 broadcast on business, strategies, global branding, social media marketing, finance, advertisement, and much, much more. Featuring the top, most powerful entrepreneurs and speakers and thought leaders from all around the world as they gather together for this phenomenal event. Join the Black Business Network streaming live into the metaverse, STEM City, USA, Black Multiverse, Pod TV, Roku, Hulu, iHeartRadio, Apple TV, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Google Podcasts, Facebook, LinkedIn, IBM TV, Spotify, and Twitch. Tune in today and be a part of this amazing movement. The Black Business Olympics welcomes you. How many times have you been asked to help someone you didn't even know, a student, a business entrepreneur? Or did you ever even ask, where did they end up? That business, that friend, that entrepreneur. Well, just maybe they ended up in a gang, bankrupt, homeless, or worse, dead. Maybe they turned to crime, drugs, and alcohol. Did you ever wonder? Did you destroy their dream, or was your life always so easy? At the Black Business Olympics, we started a movement to help students complete. Give them hope and foster success. Help them to leave their dreams of providing laptops, computers, and up to $5,000 in scholarship funds. Today, we ask you to help a student, a business owner, or an entrepreneur to realize their dreams by sponsoring them, supporting them, and buying from them. Consider this. With $1.6 trillion in our Black community, we only ask for a small donation for our students, our businesses, and our entrepreneurs. And you can change a life today. So I ask you, what are you going to do? Sit on the sidelines and watch our students in high school be leaders, miss out on their dreams from lack of resources? Or are you going to donate to the movement and change their future and yours as well? Give us a call today at 919-308-9090. Change their life by investing with action to the Black Business Olympic Fund. The Black Business Olympics, one of the largest business showcases of Black business in the history of the world.
Why do I do what I do? You know, my life coach asked me that a few years ago. And she said, Tony, what's your why? And I told her, and she said, girl, you've already accomplished that. Perhaps you need a new why.
Hi, Tony Harris, Amy Hoydu with Say It Said Marketing, one of your students. And just wanted to say thank you, Tony Harris, for spending so much time with me and giving me that boost in my business that I so drastically needed.
My why is to touch, move, and inspire my clients to take drastic steps to be better than they were before they met me. I'm a resource. I'm a connector. I want to help people build deeper relationships that are beneficial to their life and business. That's what I do best.
So, first thing you got to do is show up. And speaking is a way to magnetically attract your ideal client to you. How many of you use social media that way? Absolutely, and this is how you look to the world. Drastic steps are the steps that are needed to be successful. And my business is drastic denotes a mindset. Getting out of your comfort zone. Doing something that you don't necessarily feel comfortable doing, want to do, but you know it's a necessary step to be successful in your business.
I get the most satisfaction when I see my connections flourishing into relationships long after I am gone.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Augustine with Media Jasmine, and I've joined several networking and referral groups in the area. And Network in Action Northeast Houston with Tony Harris Taylor is one of the best organizations that I've joined.
I love that piece of what I do, and it is what fuels my fire. My name is Tony Harris Taylor, saying take a drastic step today for a fantastic tomorrow.
Over the past few years, we've seen the growth of existing and new initiatives focused on financial inclusion, building global networks, and reducing the wealth gap in response to the idea there's not enough seats at the table. Whether their outcomes are to increase the representation of Black executives on corporate boards, ensure an inclusive global economy, or to create new U.S. African commercial pathways, the strategies are often carried out by separate programs. The question is, should they be? With the continent of Africa being home to more than half of the world's fastest growing economies, the youngest workforce, over 400 companies generating more than $1 billion annually, 700 generating more than $500 million annually that are poised for growth, and being the destination of nearly $5 billion in venture capital in 2021. Diversifying U.S. and Africa commercial engagement by building bridges between African businesses and their U.S. diaspora should begin being seen as mutually beneficial. From helping to reduce Africa's enormous capital gap to catalyzing two-way trade opportunities, the COVID-19 global pandemic hopefully has taught us that global challenges and opportunities are more interconnected than we thought. During the pandemic, African companies like Unicorn Flutterwave, insurance provider Reliance Health, ride-hailing app Yasir, and 54 Gene, the continent's first bank of DNA on people of African descent, prove that when African companies have access to networks, capital, and information, they grow big, grow fast, and create solutions that are valuable to the world. This is why Be Direct was created. We are the first US-based but African-centric board preparedness and board search company designed to connect US Black talent and corporations to African businesses. Unique and fundamental to Be Direct's success is our process of helping board candidates adapt their experience and networks to an African context before they're connected to high-growth companies that are looking to locally and globally scale. From our focus groups with African business execs and government leaders, we don't ignore the sentiment that business is easy, but people are hard. Having a pool of board candidates with hard-to-access networks and extensive experience across the business life cycle, including successfully raising capital, is table stakes for an initiative like this. So yes, we have that. But corporate or entrepreneurial success in the U.S. does not guarantee success in Africa. Developed alongside industry partners on the continent, our training program, Be Direct Prep, is designed to transpose their experience to create cultural comfort, understanding, and a commitment to helping businesses in Africa scale. Our board governance sessions are African, continental, and country-specific, integrated with cultural awareness and dexterity training, masterclasses led by African industry execs, and mentoring and coaching from African continental-based facilitators. But even more unique to Be Direct Prep, we cap off our training program with an immersion trip to help candidates that have not been to Africa before see and feel Africa's complexity and opportunity from African soil. We all know traditional network-based board placement has historically left a lot of us out of ever really being in the paid board pipeline. Our strategy supports the work of many great organizations that are successfully filling seats at U.S. board tables by creating more tables for those that are still left on the sideline. It's time to start seeing the role and value of U.S. Black talent and businesses on the continent of Africa differently. Old perceptions and habits limit economic inclusion. Let's transition Black talent and the African businesses they will support from the periphery of the global economy to its core. Living in a global lockdown, we all know now how fast local and global economies can change, and see the value of having businesses that hire, strengthen local value chains, and even grow globally. Status quo in any form holds back progress. We must democratize U.S.-Africa commercial engagement by socially and economically connecting cultures that have long been disconnected. It's time for Africa's U.S. diaspora to redefine their global value by helping African businesses scale continentally and globally.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
Good evening, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is Sidney Wormsby, and I'm your business moderator for this evening on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, from London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. Our next speaker for this evening is Cleo Michael. He's a U.S. Virgin Islander who moved to the United States where they obtained a bachelor's degree in psychology and sociology. And she's an experienced counselor with over 16 years in the substance abuse field, dedicated to fostering positive change in individuals' lives. And as a co-founder of Empowered, a recovery support group, and CEO and owner of Set Yourself Free Life Coaching. She's passionate about guiding individuals towards emotional liberation and personal growth. Her journey is fueled by a genuine desire to help others achieve their full potential. When not immersed in her work, she's a proud mother of 3 wonderful children. Her love for reading, music, and empowering people continues to drive her forward. Let's connect and collaborate to make a lasting impact together is her slogan and the passion that she lives for by her life. So let's welcome to the show, Cleo Michael. How are you? You're on mute. There you go. Can you hear me? It's Michael?
Yes. Good evening. Good evening. Cleo, we'll bring her right back. But how you doing this evening, Sydney? Hopefully all is well, brother.
Good, David. Yes, everything's here. That's going well. Where are you coming in from today?
I'm coming in live to you guys from Guanajuato, Mexico. Being a digital nomad, we have the privilege of being all over the world, and now we are in Mexico. It's a little rainy today, but it's always sunny. As I tell people, it's California weather here.
Well, and here's the thing: can you ever be mad at the weather when you're out in a foreign place, living the life? Yeah, it's like we'll deal with that, right?
That indeed. You got to be grateful. And that's something that we share with people all the time, especially as this network is to be able to showcase to the younger crowd that, hey, you don't need to be, an athlete. You don't need to be a rapper. You don't need to be that producer. You don't need to be, what we're so keen to see with all this money, all this fame, because as I share with people, the NFL stands not for long. And that's not going to, be a long lasting, career for you. And this is why we have individuals and entrepreneurs and businesses come on this platform to really showcase to individuals that, hey, look, there are actually entrepreneurs, Black individuals out here that are actually showcasing that and doing that. And you too can do it as well.
Right. Now, are you out there doing a mastermind, a week-long mastermind or something different?
No, not at all. We actually have our business on Metaverse. And so we have the privilege of actually meeting somebody in Metaverse that was in Mexico. And they told us about this amazing place. And we've been here now for a little bit over a year now. We were only going to stay for 6 months. And the way the business is going and progressing and moving forward, we decided, hey, we'll stay here, another 6 months because we had to make a border run. But it has been absolutely amazing. And the thing that I'd like to share with people, especially those of us that are from the States, and we look at the rest of the world, especially Mexico. Mexico, we're told, hey, it's dangerous. It's this, it's that. And I'm here to share with you guys, it's nowhere near as dangerous as they make it out to be. And this is exactly what we talk about, right? Yeah. Is the misperception that we all get.
Right. Well, isn't that the way with so many things too, that I'm in New York, in Brooklyn. And as I tell folks, if you watch TV and the movies, you would swear there's a murder and a mugging every hour, every corner. And that's not the case. So it behooves us to make sure that we're using our skills of discernment to really assess what we're being told and to do our due diligence, to make sure that we're, maybe taking in the right information, the accurate information, and not just being, swayed by something someone says that's their impression or their opinion. We have Ms. Michael back. Got volume?
Yes, I can hear you.
We can hear you. We can hear you. Well, I've taken up too much of your time already. I'm going to back out so that you can spend some time with David. And as we say, genius is common. I'll see you on the other side.
Okay.
Absolutely. So, Miss Cleo Michael, it is a pleasure to have you with us today, ma'am, on the Black Business Network. And, I know Mrs. Sydney introduced who you are, what you do, but if you could, just give us a little bit more that wasn't read about your amazing background. Talk to us.
Well, originally from the Virgin Islands. I immigrated here when I was about 15 years old, went on to college and got my bachelor's degree in psychology and sociology. And I got the pleasure of working in the substance abuse field. And that is really what kind of shaped, my professional background. Working with people helped me gain the passion to help people, especially people that might be misunderstood, have some compassion and empathy for them, and also help me to see a need to help start a support group, which is called Empowered. So that's really near and dear to my heart. That's my baby. To help people who are in a medication assisted treatment program. That's people who are like methadone, Subutex, like that, to help them have a safe space that they can come to and share about their issues and get help and not feel like, oh, I'm not accepted because I'm on medication. And, in the traditional rooms, that's like, you can't be on a medication and be in recovery. So that's one of the things that I do now. I'm really excited about that. I'm a mother and of 3 beautiful kids, and and now I've transitioned to being a life coach. So I'm really excited to bring all of all my knowledge and my experiences and my background to help people live their life in a more emotionally free way.
I love it, and we share this all the time, your emotional awareness and how you are aware of your emotions, because a lot of the times we live our life where our emotions run the show and we're not being aware of how we're showing up and how we're really reacting in life other than responding in life. Or should I say we're responding in life other than reacting to life in the right way. And so with that being said, speaking of emotion, what does emotional freedom mean to you? And why do you believe it's important in somebody's life?
So emotional freedom to me means being able to experience your emotions without being overwhelmed by them, being controlled by them, right? Being able to experience them and feel like, hey, I'm okay. Even though I'm upset in this moment, I'm going to be okay. And not being able to, and also being able not to suppress your emotions, right? So that's what emotional freedom means to me, is being able to, in a healthy way, express your emotions.
Yeah, and you're so spot on, especially for us as men, right? And younger men, right? Mm-hmm. We have to be able to express ourselves and let that out. Because so often, we're taught, boy, hold it in. Don't you cry. Don't you do this. Don't you do that. And I'm here to tell you, tears are nothing more than water. And a lot of the times you got to let that out, because when a pipe, gets full, it busts. And you don't know where those tears are going to go. And so, this is where we encourage people to really be in tune with their energy, with their frequency and their vibration, and really working out, right? Meditating every morning, right? Being able to be self-aware of how you're showing up and who you're showing up as is very important to that emotional well-being, because without you, nothing else matters. And especially you as a mother, right? This, that you are more so, putting the mask on the other 3 children that you got, other than the mask on yourself. And that's where you really help other people understand, hey, you got to take care of you. And so, how can someone, identify their emotional barriers that they're holding them back and achieving their emotional freedom?
So if you find yourself, as I said earlier, suppressing your emotions, right? Not bottling them up instead of dealing with them, or you find yourself not able to understand, your emotions and why they're occurring. Those are some barriers that can happen. Not being able to effectively communicate in your relationships because you're suppressing your emotions and you're not showing up as your true authentic self. You're not telling people what's really going on with you. That's some key indicators that there's some barriers going on, that I'm not expressing myself as I should, or it's showing up in other ways in your life where you're, as you said earlier, reacting, right, instead of responding. We're reacting, or we're making a decision without thinking about it. That's what we're doing. We're being impulsive, versus responding, where we've had an opportunity to experience, right, the emotions, we think about it, and then we can make a better decision.
Yeah, and even more so, that takes practice. Okay.
Right.
That takes practice, because it's cute and adorable that we up here saying, hey, you got to be aware of this, you got to do this, you got to do that. But this right here will play tricks on you. Like the Ghetto Boy says, my mind playing tricks on me. And a lot of the times you cannot allow your mind to play tricks on you. And that takes the self-discipline. That takes setting the boundaries, right? That takes you having standards and, really being able to share with yourself the right story, and the story that's not with your surroundings, that a lot of the times impacts the story that we tell ourselves, that then impacts our emotions that we react to,
Right.
And so, in your opinion, what role does self-awareness play in achieving, somebody's freedom?
Oh, it's a big role. It's the most important role. You have to be self-aware. You have to understand, as I said earlier, why you're experiencing your emotions, what's going on, what are some patterns, when am I angry all the time because I'm comparing myself to other people, noticing the patterns, am I being self-critical by comparing myself to others? Because all of these things affect how you think about yourself and affect your feelings, right? So it's important for you to be self-aware of what's going on, when it's happening, and now that I know what's going on, what can I do to fix it, or what can I do to change it, or what can I do to show up better, right? It's very, very important.
Yeah. And, can you give us some examples from your own life and your work of where you've witnessed someone achieve these emotional freedoms, right? And, what was their journey like?
Well, my journey definitely is probably the most, right, significant, because it happened to me. And
Absolutely.
So one of the things that I struggle with was self-doubt and the fear of failure. And every time I experienced doubt, I internalized it and I became depressed. Anytime I experienced something that I perceived to be a failure, then again, I turned that inward and I felt depressed. So what I needed to do at some point in my life, I realized, this isn't working for me. This really isn't working, and I need to make a change. And it goes back to being tired of being sick and tired of feeling down about myself, beating up myself, and then quitting things, right? Because I didn't want to fail at it. So I quit. So I got to the point where I was like, this gotta stop. Okay, Cleo. And so what I did was I had to be honest with myself. Come back to the self-awareness. Be honest. What's taking place? Why am I experiencing this self-doubt? Well, key part of that was my thinking, how I was thinking, the things I was saying to myself. Of course, I would feel depressed if I'm sitting here saying that you can't achieve anything, woe is me. If I was doing that, I wouldn't be feeling good. So I had to take a look at that, and I had to look at changing that thinking. So I started to change it. I started to look at areas in my life where I was being successful. And it's okay. If I didn't succeed at something, I needed to learn that this is a learning experience. It's not a time for me to focus on my flaws, but a time for me to learn what could I do differently, right? What didn't work this time? So those were key things that I needed to do. And on top of that, also practice self-care, because that's important. If your thinking's not good, you're not taking care of yourself, you don't feel good, you're not getting enough rest, and your overall emotional status is down, right? So I needed to make sure that I changed my thinking, which is important. I needed to make sure I take care of myself by getting involved in things that I enjoy, things that help me to relax, listening to music more. Now I, get into gardening, right? And let me tell y'all, that's not my thing, but I started doing that. And it's good because it teaches you patience. It teaches you how to take care of something in another way, you know. But yeah, those were very, very, that's my experience. And once I figured that out, I said, you know what? There are many other people that experience the same thing. And I would love to help them reach that emotional freedom, set themselves free from any emotional baggage or trauma that's showing up presently in their lives and stopping them from having that true happiness.
You're so spot on. And one of my words that I picked up out of that was that fear and the belief. And a lot of people, you know, think that fear is false evidence appearing real, right?
Yes.
That we all hear of. And yes, that's true. But as what we just talked about, you know, I've came up with another one that, you know, fear is focused energy arranged to react. What you focus on, where your energy goes, it flows. And, you know, really, you know, at the end of the day, it's arranged in a certain way that then we react. And if you focus on positive things and your energy is positive and you arrange it in a positive way, then you're going to react, AKA respond in a positive way. But when you surround yourself and you talk to yourself 60 to 80,000 times a day, and a lot of that is false, a lot of that is negative, then that is the battle that we have within ourselves. You can't win the war outside if you can't win the war inside.
Right.
And that is where we have to be able to get rid of these false beliefs, get rid of these negative thoughts. And even what that takes is shifting that mindset and transitioning from that old conditioning ways that our body wants to stay there. Our mind definitely wants to keep us there because it doesn't want to do anything else. And this is where that shift, you know, comes along. And so, you know, what are some common misconceptions people have about emotional freedom and how these misconceptions can really, you know, be bad?
So one misconception that people could have is that when you have emotional freedom, you're always happy. Well, no, you're not, right?
No.
In life, we experience ups and downs, we experience a range of emotions. So you're not going to always be happy, but what you are going to be is able to experience your emotions, understand them, and then know how to deal with them, which is in a better way, right? Versus in a negative way. So that's one thing for sure. That's a misconception. The other thing that people may think is that, well, maybe emotional freedom is suppressing our feelings. No, it's not suppressing our feelings as well. We have to acknowledge what we feel. It's important for us to acknowledge what we feel and not bottle it up. And then we're able again to handle those emotions in a positive way. And last but not least, this takes work. It doesn't happen overnight. And you said this earlier, you know, yes, we're talking about it now and it seems, you know, like boom, 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 boom. But the reality is that it is a process. It's something that you have to actively work at continuously. It's not something that you start today and then you do it for a week and then you say, well, I'm going to go back to my old way of thinking or my old way of responding to my environment. It's when it does show up because things may be going good for a while, but then you have another experience that allows you to feel self-doubt in my case, right? So if I experience something today that allows me to start feeling doubt, what I do today is that I recognize it, part of being awareness. I'm seeing, okay, now I'm talking to myself and I'm doubting myself. But Cleo, you don't have to do that anymore. So I recognize it and then I move on. You know, I acknowledge that it's happening and then I move on to something else because I know I don't have to stay stuck in this versus in the past, I would have a thought and those thoughts would continue and continue. And then the feeling continues. It's stopping the tape and then moving forward versus allowing the tape to continue to play and continue to keep you stuck. You're acknowledging it. You're addressing it. Cleo, you don't have to continue to doubt yourself. You know better. Okay. And so now let me focus on something else. Okay. Because I don't have time to stay stuck where I was before. I'm moving forward. The past is in the past and I'm moving forward.
It's so true. You know, because a lot of the times what happens is that we wake up in the morning and there's 10 luggages, right there next to our bedside of our past, of what happened and who did this and who did that. And we decide that we're going to get up and we just going to take that luggage and we're going to take it to the shower with us. We're going to take it and brush our teeth. We're going to pack it in the back of the car. Hopefully you ain't riding no motorcycle or you riding like the Scrooge, right? And so, this is where we remind people to let go of that past, let go of, the future too. And because I was just sharing this with my significant other the other day, I was like, baby, hey, look, time is going by so fast. She said, yes, time goes fast when you are present in life.
Yes.
And that is exactly what, happens. And so, let me ask you this, practicing this mindfulness and emotional intelligence, how does that contribute, to your emotional freedom?
So mindfulness is important because mindfulness is a technique that we utilize to help us stay present, stay in the present. As you said, the past, depression, the future, anxiety. So I'm going to stay in the present where I'm okay, right? I'm not experiencing. Yes, there you go. Safe. That's my safe space in the present. So mindfulness is a technique that allows you to stay in the present, right? But without judgment, right? So you're not judging things as good as bad. You're noticing when things are happening. You're noticing when your emotions are taking place. And again, it teaches you how to be in control, right? Of your emotions versus your emotions being in control of you. And the second piece of that question, where it speaks to emotional intelligence, that's where not only are you practicing being aware and understanding of your feelings, but you're also being understanding of the feelings of other people around you, because we need to know how other people think and feel so that we and understand it, not just know it, but understand it so that we can empathize with them. So overall, if we're in control of ourselves and understand why things are happening with us, and we can understand why things are happening with other people, that helps us to build healthier relationships and healthier ways of communicating with each other.
And you always bring up these scenarios and situations and your experiences, which is the best way to learn from them. And I love the way, because I've heard you talk several times. Not only do you bring these up, but you have actual techniques and exercises that you have for these people that can really help them out. So if you could give us those tips and tricks.
Okay, so one thing that you could do, we've been talking about it, right? Mindfulness. You and I both, we know we love mindfulness. That's definitely one thing that you can utilize is mindfulness. But also we want to work on journaling. And I know some people don't like it, but it's really good. It's a very good tool because it allows you to self-reflect. Right. So in order for us to become aware, we have to first start with self-reflecting. Right. So you might sit down and you might have a bad day today, and you might not even understand why you had a bad day. And you say, you know what, I'm going to journal about it. And you sit down and you start journaling about how your day went. And then things start coming to your awareness. Oh, you know what? I'm having a bad day because maybe I forgot to eat on time. And then after that, I did not do exercise because that's part of my daily routine and that gives me energy. And I forgot to do that. So now I understand why I'm feeling down. So journaling is an excellent tool because, like I said, it allows you to bring things to your awareness that you may not be aware of is happening. It's kind of like self-awareness is that light bulb, right? That turns on and then you get to see everything and everything becomes clear. And that journaling is a technique that helps bring that to the forefront, right? Another thing that you can do is you can seek help, right? If you're struggling with that, then you seek help through a coach, or you seek help through a therapist or someone that you trust that can give you feedback on what they observe. And then you can say, okay, maybe, I see that. I didn't know that. This is something I can work on. So those are just some quick, easy tips that you could utilize to help you, come to a closer understanding and reach that emotional freedom.
I love it. And, not only that, but a great person, a great man shared with me that a lot of the times what happens is that when we go to reflect, we go to regret.
Right.
And I think, when we talk about journaling, that journal is going to keep us up to par of the things that we want to do. How did you help somebody? What did you do? What was your calendar look like today? How did you improve your life? What are the 3 things that you can do tomorrow, right? These are the things that I have in my journal. And I get that because a lot of the times when we do go to reflect on our lives, there's a lot of regret. And that's not what reflection is about. Reflection is about for you to recognize where you are right now and for you to have that conversation with your soul.
Right.
And for you to really be able to say, hey, this isn't where I'm at. This isn't where I want it to be. And I have a why. And I'm committed to my why. And this is what I need to do. And that's why we share with people, you got to be committed, right? And so, with one of the last questions that I got for you, what impact can past traumas have on a person, emotional freedom, and how they can effectively, address these traumas?
So carrying around emotional traumas definitely affects your emotional freedom. Again, we're saying that I'm not dealing with what's going on with me. So if I'm not dealing with me, it's going to come out in many different ways. And it can come out in our relationships. It can come out in how we interact in the workplace. It can come out how we interact with strangers, right? And so we want to heal, because if we're not healing our emotional traumas, then we're going to bleed it onto other people. So it's very important for on this journey that if you have experienced some type of emotional trauma, for you to get help, right? And as I said, you can seek that through a therapist, and they will really explore your past, right? How that's connected to your past and all of that. And then you can also explore with a coach who's going to show you, how is it showing up in your life currently? And let's see what we can do, what actionable steps we can take right now in the here and now to deal with it.
I love it. I love it. And, one of the other questions I would ask, real quick is, what advice would you give someone who is struggling to forgive and let go of the past, in order to achieve emotional freedom?
Let go. Let go. No, I'm just kidding. It's easier said than done, right? But honestly, I want you to really take the time, right, to reflect and ask yourself, how is holding on to this emotional baggage or this emotional trauma affecting my life today? What is it doing for me? How's it working for me? Because 9 times out of 10, you're gonna come out and say it's not working. It's bleeding, as I said earlier, into my other relationships. So I encourage everyone to forgive, because again, forgiveness is not for the other person, it's for you. And it does not mean that whatever they did is okay. It just simply means that I am going to go through this journey to heal myself. And one thing I'd like to add in here is that I know oftentimes people say, I'm going to forgive, but I'm not going to forget. And I want to challenge everybody to kind of shift from that mindset of I ain't going to forget, because oftentimes that comes with negativity as well. And sometimes when you talk to people who are saying that, you notice on them, their face get tight. It's like they remember what's going on, and there's still some element that they have not let go. So I would encourage you to think, you know what? I am going to forgive, and I am going to set healthy boundaries. That's so completely different. It's okay that I recognize that you have hurt me, and I would like to set this certain boundary, not with this person or with anybody who shows up with similar behaviors. That's more positive versus still holding on to that negativity and not truly forgiving.
You're talking to me on that one. And you're talking to a lot of people because you're so spot on with that. I forgave you, but I ain't forgot. Yeah. Right. And my mama is one of the key ones. I ain't forgot, boy, but I remember. I forgive you, right? And so you're so spot on, with being able to have that conversation and share with people. I would love for you to, share with us, what are some things that you do in your business to help people out? What are things that you offer to help people, get over these things? Because what you just shared, I'm more than certain hit home for a lot of people. So what are some of those things that you have in your biz in a box, right? Your one app, one tap, right? That you can showcase to people where they can, especially with the holidays coming, this is a tough time. What are some things that you have?
Definitely. The holidays is a tough time. But one of the things that I have is a coaching package. It's called the Triple Ps. And what we do is we work through the Triple Ps that teaches you all the things that we talked about today, but more on a personal level, one-on-one. I also have individual coaching and group coaching that you can participate in. It's right there on my biz in the box, and you can find it at coachingwithcleo.com, and you can click through it. But yeah, definitely. The other thing I wanted to say is that, you want to practice, again, self-care. You want to work on practicing gratitude. You want to work on developing a positive self-talk with yourself. And you also want to make sure that you're practicing mindfulness. So again, if you're interested in doing that, then you can, check out my biz in the box, and you can have access to that.
I love it. I love it. And and I know you give away things and you do things, what is the one step or the one thing in your biz in a box that you would encourage somebody to take action, to press that button, and to go do it right now? What would that be?
Well, definitely, I have some free handouts, and one of them is the benefits of emotional freedom, right? That's very important. We need to understand the benefits. What am I going to get what am I going to work towards? I'm excited. Oh yeah, I'm going to have reduced stress, reduced anxiety. Yeah, I'm going to go for that. I'm willing to work towards that. And I have some other tips on, how to stay positive while facing adversity in life. How do you overcome that? How can I stay positive when everything seems to be falling apart? So those we have, there are 3 different handouts that you can click and download, and it's right there for you to take and look at and utilize immediately. And sorry about that. I do have a membership as well that also gives you access to some other workbooks that also helps you learn some strategies to overcome common emotional challenges as well. So that's also something that you can utilize right there on the business box.
I love it. I love it. And, with that being said, I have to say, I greatly appreciate this conversation we've had today. It has been absolutely breathtaking to hear you talk about emotional awareness and what people can do, give them tips and tricks, give them some other resources. And as always, giving value to people, because that's what you do, is you give value. And I've heard you in multiple different areas of always helping people and giving them ideas and sharing with them the things that you've went through and other people went through and how you've helped other people. And it's just good to see somebody of your caliber and what you're doing and helping so many people, especially utilizing the metaverse with this event that you have coming up on November 11th.
Yes, Empower Her celebration. Definitely join us in the metaverse. It is going to be an amazing, phenomenal event with a bunch of keynote speakers that are women that are here on their journey and this movement to empower other women to know that we can do this together as a community. We don't have to fight each other. We can support each other, and we can go very far when we do that.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you both. It was amazing information, amazing energy also from the two of you. So I know folks got a lot out of that, and I appreciate it. And Miss Cleo, looking forward to seeing you the next time around. David, we'll see you in a little bit. And as we say, genius is common. Oh, wait, you know what? I forgot one more thing. I know you said it before when you're speaking with David, but just to repeat, how can folks reach you if they have more questions, need more information, like to work with you, etc.?
So you can find me at coachingwithcleo.com, and there you are able to book a free consultation. Okay, and I'm also on all social media platforms. Set Yourself Free on Facebook, as well as Instagram, as well as TikTok.
Super. Well, thank you again for giving such great information. And for your higher energy, especially in the evening, folks coming after a long day, get them pumped up again for the rest of the things that they're going to get for the night. So thank you very much. And as we say now, genius is common. I'll see you on the other side.
Thanks.
All right. The Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or for K through 12 entrepreneurs. This expo is a fundraiser for students. So you can go to the website, www.blackbusinessexpousa.com. Again, that's www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund. You can also use the Cash App, which should be showing on the screen below, and use the account number $BBX USA. Again, that account is $BBX USA. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. And students, you can register online also at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com. Remember, every dollar counts. So we want to remind you to donate to the scholarship fund. We also want to thank all of our Black Business Expo USA sponsors for this month of October 2023. And those sponsors include First Atlantic Insurance Group, 5-Star BDM Media, Hello LLC, NC100, Moody Capital Partners, Suede Soul, Lotus Richie Coaching and Training, Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, BHS and Associates, Margie McLean Foundation, Inc., Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, Milani Shani Global, Executive Women's Success Institute, The Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, Creative Force Studios, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App Design, Black Business Expo USA. And remember again, genius is common, and I'll see you on the other side.
What if you could build your own city? A place where every child can find nurturing people to help them achieve their full potential. A place where every adult can access job training support. Where health education is abundant. Where social justice ruled the land. A place without limitations. Welcome. You have arrived at STEM City USA. It is what every city should be. A safe and trusted community where you find people and resources to help you become everything you are and beyond. STEM City is unlike anything you have ever experienced. It is a digital twin of the world around you, only better. STEM City is about energy and soul renewal. It is more than a digital world. You can almost feel the power of live cultural events, music, and theater. STEM City promises a better future for children with caring mentors and hands-on activities with dedicated tutors to support our youth. STEM City is your passport to a healthy lifestyle with weekly events addressing our community's many issues. STEM City is your financial well-being with helpful information on wealth management, career advancement, job training, and so much more. STEM City is the community you deserve. It is the city where your dreams can come true. STEM City USA, a place in the sky that is accessible to all who reach for the stars.
I'd like you to imagine with me, if you will, opening an app where you can collaborate with like-minded individuals from around the world, get inspiration and in-app tools to launch and grow your business, as well as share your knowledge and earn compensation, all in one app. Well, the name of that app is TrueSo, short for Truly Social. Hi, I'm Matthew Newman, the founder and CEO of TrueSo, a new concept in social media. Trousseau is designed from the ground up to be a platform that's both social and empowering for all its users. How exactly do we do that? I'm glad you asked. First, Trousseau brings the world together via video. Psychologists assert that video provides a significantly more effective connection than audio only. When you enter a community on Trousseau, you're face to face. Second, on Trousseau, you don't have to have 1 million followers to monetize. Our business model allows all hosts and moderators to monetize, no matter the size of your following, by 1, producing fee-based content, and 2, inviting others to join the platform as subscribers. Even more, Trousseau has an in-app resource library with over 100 free resources, forms, and documents to help you build your brand and grow your business. Third, Trousseau is inclusive. The deaf and hard of hearing communities make up 360 million people worldwide. Unlike audio-only apps, Trousseau embraces this community, providing a networking platform that allows them to participate via video and closed captioning. We even have a deaf and hard of hearing foundation in the works as well. Fourth, Trousseau is both social and safe. We refer to Trousseau as a virtual extension of the beauty shop, barbershop, and brainchild of the community. A place where there's laughter, along with wisdom, growth-oriented conversation, and genuine connections in a safe space. Trousseau even has proprietary security to ensure we maintain a safe environment for everyone. Where are we at now? Trousseau is live, y'all. We've launched in beta and we're acquiring users daily. We have an incredible development and marketing team, plus amazing celebrity influencers at the table, helping us spread the word around the globe, beginning within the African diaspora and beyond by creating a safe space for growth, connection, and collaboration. We're truly excited about Trousseau. We've created something special for which there is a global market. And we invite you to embark on this journey with us as a shareholder. The future for Trousseau is truly bright. Join us and let's go there together.
This is Dr. Arnold T. Petsworth. He's the owner of Petsworth Vet World, a veterinary clinic in Hopton, Connecticut. His patients include dog, cat, frog, fish,
Goldie?
dog, and this alpaca. Due to doctor-patient confidentiality, we can't tell you their names. Business at Vet World was steady, and then quarantine hit. Neighbors brought new four-legged friends into their homes. Bunnies. Bunnies everywhere. Dr. Petsworth welcomed these new patients with open arms. The only problem? There were more appointments than he could manage. That's when Dr. Petsworth turned to his American Express business card, which offers spending potential that's built for his changing business needs. He decided to hire a new assistant, Julio, and with spending power built for business purchases, he used his card to furnish a new exam room. Together, Dr. Petsworth, Julio, and American Express Business made sure all the pets of Hopton got the love and care they deserve. And everyone was happy. Get the card built for business by American Express.
Hello, I am Dr. Eric Kelly III, the visionary strategist and founder of the Black Business Olympics. I invite you to showcase your Black-owned businesses on the Black Business Network global stage. The Black Business Olympics is a global Black Business Network platform that propels Black-owned businesses into the international spotlight. By showcasing your business on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can reach a worldwide audience of potential customers, partners, and investors. You can also establish yourself as a thought leader and expert in your field, attract lucrative partnerships, and more speaking engagements. In addition, the Black Business Olympics platform provides a valuable opportunity to connect and collaborate with like-minded entrepreneurs and business professionals from around the world. This can lead to new business opportunities, ideas, and relationships. Finally, by sharing your story and expertise on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can inspire and empower others. This is a powerful way to make a positive impact on the world and leave a lasting legacy. If you are a Black-owned business owner I encourage you to seize the opportunity to showcase your business on the Black Business Olympics platform. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make an indelible mark on the world. Be one of the 1,000 visionary entrepreneurs who are changing students' lives, shaping industries, and leaving an unforgettable legacy for their families. Unleash your voice on our global stage and watch your business thrive. Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. Yes, the entire world. Just give me a call today at 919-308-9090.
Ladies and gentlemen, and fellow professionals, please allow me to introduce myself. I am David Jones, the co-founder and CEO of the Hello LLC, where I am passionately dedicated to guiding individuals and businesses toward their own return on time investment. Time is my only competition. With over 20 years of experience as a corporate C-level executive, I bring a wealth of knowledge and expertise to the Hello LLC. My career journey has been marked by a relentless pursuit of excellence in marketing, strategy, and business management leadership. I have had the privilege of working with renowned Fortune 500 companies such as Xerox, American Airlines, Hilton, and Geico. However, what truly drives me is the transformational work we do at the Hello LLC. We are pioneering a new approach to business in the metaverse, where we empower businesses and individuals to build strong foundations, automate their processes and systems, while thriving in the ever-evolving digital landscape. More than just a 3D digital marketing agency, the Hello LLC is truly a community built on love, kindness, and integrity. We want more for you than from you. As I often say, collaboration is the new competition. In an era where time is the most precious commodity, I am here to guide you toward your own return on time investment, because if time was sold in stores, it would be sold out. With a deep commitment to excellence and a strong belief in the power of community, I don't just lead a company, I lead a movement into the future of business. Ladies and gentlemen, it is both an honor and a pleasure to be your guide on this remarkable journey. I am David Jones, and together, we will embrace a future marked by success, collaboration, and the transformative work we do at the Hello LLC. Hello stands for helping everyone live life optimally. So, let's make that pivot together and start living life optimally today.
Are you an innovative entrepreneur or business owner ready to embrace the future of business transformation?
The world is evolving at an unprecedented pace, and it's crucial to adapt and pivot towards success in this dynamic landscape. At the Hello LLC, we are dedicated to guiding you through this transformative journey, offering a comprehensive suite of services that extend beyond the metaverse and 3D immersive experiences.
Our mission is to empower businesses and brands by assisting them in building, branding, systemizing, and automating their operations. We specialize in steering businesses from a two-dimensional existence to a thriving three-dimensional presence, where opportunities abound.
We help businesses harness the power of technology to work smarter, not harder, enabling them to operate efficiently and stay ahead of the curve. Our diverse range of services includes:
Our Biz in a Box is a complete business solution package designed to jumpstart your entrepreneurial journey. From strategic planning to digital infrastructure, we've got you covered. Your one app, one tap solution.
Our Motion Work AI videos transform your brand storytelling with our cutting-edge AI-driven video production, captivating your audience like never before.
Our 3D VR environments will step you into the future of immersive experiences. With our custom 3D virtual reality environments that engage and captivate your customers.
Lastly, in our Pivot membership program, we offer tailored guidance and support to either show you, teach you, or take care of the transformation process for you.
According to a 2023 study by Fundera, a staggering 28% of small businesses in the United States do not have an online presence. This statistic underscores the importance of embracing digital transformation. Having a website is more than just an online presence, it's a gateway to unlocking numerous benefits, including reaching a broader audience, showcasing your products or services, generating leads and sales, establishing trust, providing customer support, and maintaining competitiveness within your industry.
The Hello LLC is committed to helping you excel in all these aspects of modern business, not just limited to the metaverse alone.
Why should you choose the Hello LLC to navigate this transformational journey?
By partnering with us and harnessing cutting-edge technology, you can provide immersive experiences for your customers, expand your global reach, reduce operational costs, and enhance brand recognition, all while working with a company that holds integrity in high regard. Our commitment to ethical and principled business practices ensures that your journey towards success is not only innovative, it is also firmly rooted in trust and transparency.
Don't wait. Take the first step towards a brighter business future. Contact us today to explore how we can support you in developing a remarkable digital presence and immersive experience that will leave a lasting impression.
Genius is common, and my genius is nutritional strategy. I am Shawnee Smith, the owner and creator of Can Do Spice. Can Do Spice was created because I knew that adding herbal and mineral supplements to my diet did not have to be boring. In fact, because I'm a food enthusiast, I knew I could create something flavorful and explosive that also had the benefit of adding herbal supplements such as sea moss, bladderwrack, burdock root, and black seed, just to name a few. I invite you to take this journey with me where we come together and take control of our nutritional health. It is my way of sharing my genius, the gift of flavor and the healing power of herbs to the world. What is your genius?
I am from Washington, D.C., but I was raised in Durham, North Carolina. I came to Durham when I was about 5 or 6, and then I traveled back and forth to D.C. because it's where my people are from. One of the unique things about my family is my mother, she's also an artist. She does quilting, and she does a lot of artistic things. And then my son, he draws with both hands, his right hand and his left hand, like I do. So that's kind of a family trait. And then my other son, he's a videographer, and my daughter, she works, she's a regional vice president for Sunglass Lab. When you start out drawing and sketching, you want to continue to explore, each avenue. I do pastels, I do pen and ink, I do painting, I do acrylics. I haven't done oils yet, but I try to do all facets of art. What I say to a lot of times to people is, you can't put yourself in a box when you're an artist. You have to explore. And over the course of my life, I've tried to explore different mediums. I also do sculpture as well. I choose my subjects by the intensity that they have in their faces, or the intensity that somebody is moving, because I do more than portrait drawings. I also do I do abstract, and then I do figurative drawing also. Well, what happened in this particular show is that I started out trying to come up with something that would be a little bit different than what everybody else is doing. So I was working on a Barack Obama show, and they wanted me to do some paintings of Barack. And so what I did was, because of the deadlines, I kind of did it kind of fast. And then I realized when I was doing it fast, I enjoyed it. And so then I started doing other pieces the same way, and I started to enjoy those pieces also. And so I came up with this particular style, and it's a style of lines and colors. And what's interesting is that when I was in college, I did a show called Lines, Colors, and I talked about the boldness of the blacks, the hotness of the whites, and this is how this has come about, later on in my life. And the colors comes from A lot of the entertainers that I work with, where they wear different colors, they don't wear, your plain reds or your whites, they wear different colors. And so that's also another piece of what's giving me the colors. The subtitle of this show is Faces That Speak Life. That's real critical. Faces that speak life. Each one of these pieces is a life source and a life energy that's being put on display for people that are looking at them. I always say in terms of my art, it's not important that I draw them. It's important what you get out of what I draw. I don't try to just draw it because you like it. People wanted me to do prints. I didn't do prints. People asked me to do different people, but the people that I choose are people that make a difference in the lives of people in the world. So the human landscape idea was, again, as I say, the lines represent your emotions, it represents your ideas, and it represents your journey as a human being. And that's why you get the different pieces and the different looks. And as you notice, I try not to do one look that looks alike another look. And that's what's the most important part of this show.
I'm Ramon Ray, founder of Smart Hustle Magazine and smallbiztechnology.com.
You're here today to celebrate small business success. Stand up on your feet. You rocked the house. Hey, thank you. It was amazing. Didn't we learn? For me, success comes from failure. One thing not to do is shake somebody's hand like this.
Are you a forward-thinking entrepreneur or business owner? The world is changing faster than ever, and it's time to pivot and adapt to the future. Hello LLC is here to help you do just that. Hello stands for helping enterprises leverage leading-edge optimizations. Our innovative solutions can streamline operations, reduce overhead costs, and give you a competitive edge in a market projected to reach $5 trillion by 2030. By pivoting to the metaverse, businesses can tap into a rapidly growing market that is projected to be a significant part of daily life for 25% of Americans by 2026. As a full digital metaverse agency, the Hello LLC can help you create custom solutions to streamline operations, increase productivity, reduce costs, and drive brand recognition. Why should you pivot to the metaverse with the Hello LLC? By leveraging cutting-edge technology, you can provide immersive experiences for your customers, expand your global reach, and unlock new revenue streams. Contact us today to make the pivot.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
Good evening, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is Sydney Wormsby, and I'm your business moderator for this evening on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. Our next speaker is quickly becoming the king of the metaverse. David Jones is the CEO and co-founder of the Hello LLC, where hello isn't just a greeting. It's a commitment to helping enterprises leverage leading-edge optimizations into the new digital age from 2D to 3D immersive environments. They handle technical aspects so you can be exceptional. Time is his only competition, and he's there to help your business win, not only now, but also in the future by starting with building a solid foundation. So welcome to the program, Mr. David Jones.
Wow, welcome. How you doing this evening, sir?
Good.
Welcome.
Good to see you again. It was just a few minutes ago, but I enjoyed the conversation that you were having previously and looking more for more in this next conversation. And we're going to do a fireside chat to let people get to know more about you and what you do, how you do it, and all those other kind of good things. But to start off, why don't you tell folks what is Hello? What is Hello? And how did you start this?
Well, Hello LLC is the name of our business, and truly it started when I decided to go on this mindset journey because what I was doing and how I was living life wasn't working anymore, and old keys didn't work. And one of our mentors would always be at the front, and he would be saying, hello, hello, hello. And after the time of us creating the business, me and Tara were really having a conversation. And she said, what should we name the company? I said, hello. And it was just a joke at that point. And she said, hold on, wait, that's actually pretty good. And so we came up with the acronym when we first started our company 7 years ago, which was helping everyone live life optimally. Because we started in network marketing. We started with, that pyramid scheme that people somewhat run away from, not knowing that that is a completely different world of being able to get with a community, get with a tribe that believes in themselves, believes there's more out there, and really just want to help other people. And that's where we started, because me and Tara were both making six figures, living like we wanted to. And then things just transitioned and pivoted, and my health went down. I was 300 pounds at one time working in corporate America, and it was just time for a shift. And especially being on this network, I want everyone to know that your health and your mindset is number one. Your business does not grow unless you grow. Your business does not get created unless you create who you are and set your boundaries and set your sacrifices and set your self-disciplines, because the whole old thing is that 50% of businesses don't make it. They don't make it because you don't make it and you don't transition and you don't pivot and move into the future. And so that's really where Hello came from, is really just helping everyone. But first of all, starting with ourselves, getting better, and then we could help everyone else.
Preach. So I talked in the intro for you that you're becoming the king of the metaverse. For those who maybe aren't as tech savvy as you, or as knowledgeable or avant-garde, explain in layman's terms what the metaverse is and why they should be concerned and interested in it.
Well, I'll share this, right? When I first started this company, text, cell phone number. That's it. That's all that I knew. Social media, forget about it. None of that. And I learned that I had to adapt, especially being on this network. And we've learned that the average age is 29 years old. And these 29 years old and lower are really implementing, these newer technologies. And the simplest way that I can share with people is that, especially for the Black community, forget the word metaverse, okay? But I want you to understand that better education. I want you to understand better economic power. I want you to understand that it's going to create community building. We're going to be able to self-express ourselves. We're going to be able to preserve our culture. And more importantly, we're going to be able to handle some of these social justice issues that we have and being able to talk about these things. And that is what the metaverse is about. And it is nothing more, in the laymanest terms I can probably say, is the third generation of the internet. We are moving from this flat screen of just seeing videos and things of that sort to now this new immersive experience where it's really edutainment, where we're getting able to educate ourselves, entertain ourselves, socialize, and network all under one umbrella. And so that is what the metaverse is. And even more, to explain it from the internet, is the internet would be the library, the metaverse would be the theme park. Which one you want to go to, right? The internet would be the newspaper and the metaverse would be the movie theater. I know you don't want to read the newspaper. And the internet is like the highway and you just riding on the highway, or the metaverse is the city. Which one you want to, be on? You want to ride the city streets or you want to be in the actual city. So, this is where we really get to transition and pivot into the future and utilizing it effectively now and not waiting till later.
What's one of the most common myths or misunderstandings about the metaverse, what it is, what it'll do?
One of the most common misconceptions is that everybody thinks that the metaverse is owned by Mark Zuckerberg because he changed his name from Facebook to Meta. And so it was a great marketing concept. It confused a lot of people. And I'm here to tell you, it's not that whatsoever. And the best thing and the best analogy that I can remind people, especially when we talk about metaverse, I want you to take the word metaverse and exchange that for the word internet. And on the internet, there are different websites. And that is exactly what Mark Zuckerberg has, is a website on the metaverse. He has a sliver. He doesn't even much own, because metaverse is decentralized. It's open source and nobody owns metaverse, just so we're all crystal clear. Everyone is allowed to go onto metaverse and be able to create their own world within these different environments that have different entities that you can do. And so another great analogy would be to demystify this is the NFL. Everybody's watching NFL right now. NFL, the emblem with Mark Goodell, with the commissioner, right? He does not own the NFL. And in the NFL, we take NFL and put metaverse there. And within the NFL, there are different teams. There's the Miami Dolphins. There's the the Cowboys, right? There is, all these other teams that are in there that is in the NFL. And Mark Zuckerberg owns an actual team within the metaverse. And so that is a great way to explain how this metaverse is really going to take on shape as we move forward.
So talk about why that is becoming then so significant from a business perspective, and for folks to use and make a part of their business model.
Absolutely. Well, I want people to understand that, first of all, there are 400 million active users on metaverse. Okay. Instagram has 500 million. So that would be like you saying Instagram isn't anything. So you would just be saying the same thing about metaverse. And so the other thing that I want people to know is the average age on there is between 18 to 34, which is where we all need to be, of having our business be more focused for these youngsters, because here in 10, 15 years, the older generation is going to be out of the workforce. And even more importantly, I want people to understand is that people have invested $100 billion just into the metaverse in 2022. And so this is where we have to understand that this ship is not going back in the bottle. And not only that, when we talk about examples, especially in the Black community, the future's already here, okay? We have, a company called Black Mirror that is implementing Black history, as I said earlier, with cultivating the culture in metaverse. You already have a Black Wall Street that is handling the crypto and the stocks and things of that sort in metaverse. You have professors and students that are already in there. They're saying that by 2030, 60% of the students will be taught in metaverse, okay? And that's a fact. And so, this is where we have to understand is that 40% of the Black community, right, believe that it is the future, and that 30% of the Black community is interested into metaverse. So this is where us as more experienced, more elderly people, we have to be able to adapt to this new future and be able to understand that your Zoom is old and obsolete. It's gone, just like telephones are gone. Your cell phone is about to be the new pager.
Okay. So talk a little bit about, so I'm a business owner out there, CEO, founder, you're trying to figure out how to get my business known, et cetera, et cetera. And I hear about this metaverse thing. Talk about the model for being able to, or the process for getting on the metaverse. Do I go to a designer who's going to create my space? Is there a charge? You said that it was, public or open source, so do I have to buy a URL like I do, or a domain like I do? Talk a little bit about the, kind of the nuts and bolts of how do I get there or get on there, if I'm just starting out.
Yeah, well, that's a great question, because a lot of people need to understand that you don't have to have, first of all, the actual, headsets to get into the metaverse. That's another misconception that I forgot to mention, that you can get into the metaverse right now by going to the hellollc.io. And we're literally watching this live in metaverse right now. So when you say, what can a company do? What can a business do? I'm going to share with you what we were able to do. We have our company called Hello LLC, and we help people make that exact pivot from 2D to 3D, where we build out their foundation. First of all, their website, their landing page, being able to make sure they have everything in order on the systems back end to make sure their systems run correctly. I can't put you in metaverse if your systems aren't in order. That would be like me trying to put rims on a $5,000 car. And the rims cost $20,000. We all know or have that friend that's done that. That's not what we're going to do. We want to make sure we build your foundation first, have your website, have all of that in order, so we can put that into the metaverse to showcase, as we do, our Hello Plaza Mall, where companies can come in and put their own business in our Hello Plaza, where they can showcase their master classes, they can showcase their books, they can showcase their podcasts, they can have active trainings for their employees. Hilton literally just did a case study on this, that they took a 4-hour training and got it down to 20 minutes. So when I go to enterprises and I go to corporations and I go to that CEO and I say, hey, that morning training that you're spending an hour of doing, let's take that down to 10, 15 minutes. And not only that, the traveling that you have all of your clients or all of your employees doing, we can cut that down dramatically by having this immersive experience that your clients, your customers, your employees can come to and have this same experience, if not more, than they would in actual person. So literally, whatever your business is, this allows you to showcase in a 3D immersive environment and be able to give people different experiences. And 62% of, or should I say 71% of consumers, and this is another fact, say that they are more likely to purchase from an actual business that has a metaverse reality world.
So talk a little bit, and again, to illustrate the points. You use the example of training and taking I think you said a 4-hour training down to 20 minutes. Was that?
Yes.
Okay. So talk about what is the dynamic and structure of the metaverse that in and of itself did that versus, I could take that 4 hour down to 20 minutes, in face-to-face time, versus, going, what makes metaverse unique in being able to get that kind of efficiencies, in that kind of offering?
Great question, because my CEOs ask this question all the time. What makes it different? And my first response to them is, well, guess what? When you're utilizing this old school Zoom, you don't know who's on the other side of that camera. You don't know if they're looking at their phone, and half the time you have to fight with them getting their actual camera on. Now in this 3D immersive world, they are immersed in an environment, and they are solely paying attention to what you have to showcase to them. And this allows you to broadcast videos. This allows you to have other trainers. This allows you as a corporation to be able to say, hey, I got 50 trainers around the world, training my new employees. Now I can have one of my best trainers and be able to have all of these new employees come to this one training session that, this one actual, should I say, one master, teacher is teaching and training all of their employees in this one activity, because it's unlimited amount of people, especially in the world that we use. We can get up to 500 people in one room. And so, this allows us to train and be able to have that effectiveness and keeps people attention span.
Okay. Talk a little bit about, you mentioned earlier about going from 2D to 3D space. Talk a little bit about, and you were getting into it and alluding to it before, but the benefits. What are some of the unique benefits of being able to communicate and interact in 3D space versus just 2D space?
Great question. I was just in a room earlier, in one of our rooms, and we had one of our guests, and she said, David, I went to you guys Hello Plaza, and I spent a lot of time in there, and I was having some fun. And I said, just quick question. What was the amount of time that you spent, in there the first time that you went, and how easy was it? She said, David, it was absolutely easy to get into. And I spent 15 minutes, when I first went in there at first. We are all right now on social media fighting for 7 seconds for people to look at our Instagram, our TikTok, our Twitter, our YouTube, all of that. We're fighting for 7 seconds. When a customer or a client goes into the metaverse, you have an average of 9 minutes. And so once again, I tell the facts. I don't talk feelings. And when I go to CEOs and presidents and I say, hey, this is what you can do, that's a no-brainer. And then being able to increase the actual immersion and capture people's attention. Right now, you got 7 seconds to get people's attention span, because we're even lower than a goldfish. So being able to do that. Not only that, go ask Nike. Nike was able to make $145 million last year alone by having products that they didn't have to create or manufacture at all, because people are going into metaverse, and you need to look good in metaverse, and they're buying Nike apparel. They're buying Nike shoes. They're buying their actual products that Nike doesn't have to do. So for a company such as myself, I get to now showcase, Hello LLC, that people can purchase in the metaverse that I don't have to make. And so it's an abundant amount of increased production, amount of actual, sales, of not even, providing and creating these things in this digital world. And so you literally get to create more income for your business, as well as being able to increase production.
Okay. So right now, folks who are listening out there, from all kinds of industry segments, there are some that are, yes, let's do this. Where do I go? But then there are some that are like, how does that fit my business? Talk about, and let's take a few industries, because that helps people to really understand. So let's talk a retail business. Let's talk, a manufacturing business. Let's talk a service business, like maybe a doctor or dentist, and talk about, and let's talk about a tangible, kind of lifestyle product business, someone who sells flowers or perfumes or something like that, right? Talk about, how they can use the metaverse and 3D for some of those benefits that you just talked about.
Perfect. Well, first of all, I'd start with this. If you're utilizing Zoom, then that's one reason alone you should move over to Metaverse. You now can transition and have your clients meet you in a 3D immersive experience and give them all the information you want to and more in this, world. I meet now my clients in Metaverse where I have a whole entire office set up where I can show my screen. I can be able to have a conversation with them. I no longer have to worry about not having to fight for them to take off their camera because I can see them, in their avatar, which is amazing for the ladies. And then not only that, let's talk about, an actual retail business that wants to be able to showcase their products and services into Metaverse, especially with the holiday season coming up. You being able to be at a conversation and say, hey, go into my Metaverse world that you can, go and look at my products. You can go and look at my services. You can go and look at all that I have to offer. Instead of on an old traditional website, you now can go into the Metaverse and get a 3D immersive experience that also could have an avatar talking about your products and showcasing that. And as Warren Buffett said, you need to find a way to make money while you sleep. And now you've done exactly that, where you get to showcase your products, your services without you being there, where we can even put videos up in these experiences for people to be able to learn about your products as well. And so that in itself allows people to create different experiences. And, I can talk about this, but BMW, right? Gucci, Nike, Walmart is already doing it right now. So Walmart is shutting down their stores because this thing called Roblox that is out that people might be hearing about, or Fortnite that people are hearing about. Walmart has already put their store in Metaverse to where you literally go in the VR and you have the aisles and you just put your stuff in there. And guess what? We're already in Metaverse. You already are shopping on your phone, picking out your groceries. It's showing up at the front doorstep, or you're going to go pick it up. There's no difference now from us being able to make this in a 3D world that now you're going to buy more stuff. And so this really is going to be able to expand. And once again, I talk facts. By 2030, the Metaverse will be worth $1 trillion. And they're saying that by 2030, it will bring $5 trillion to the global economy. Okay. And so being able to have that conversation with a forward-thinking entrepreneur, because look, average people think of problems. Great people think of solutions. So if you're one of those people that sit there and say, oh, I'm not sure, well, you are just like that Blockbuster. You are just like that Xerox. You are just like, all these the BlackBerry that decided to stick around and keep using the same antiquated technology when there's something new that's out here. And you're going to find yourself like Blockbuster saying, ooh, what happened? And so this is where the shift is happening. And once again, this is where the younger generation is happening, whether you like it or not.
Great. We've got time for maybe a couple more questions. And so I want to explore that a little bit more. Obviously, Metaverse, new big thing. AI, new big thing. Everybody's trying to find ways to do it, or, some are just kind of forcing their way, in and without a real strategy and approach to it. What are some unique ways, meaning creative ways, but also some foundational or fundamental ways that folks can be using AI in conjunction with the metaverse to be able to really plus out their business?
Great question. Because, a lot of the times people have to understand that AI is nothing more than a learning language model. And it is going to be implemented into the metaverse where we're combining these two worlds together. And so literally I'm seeing it to where when you walk into the Hello Plaza store, AI is going to know all your analytics. It's going to know what you like. It's going to know what you don't like. And Metaverse is also going to have it to when you step in these stores, AI is already going to know your body. And Nike no longer needs to go and make 1,000 mediums or 1,000 extra mediums at that, right? They now can customize your actual, clothing to your actual size. So they don't have inventory sitting on shelves. They don't have all these other things. So, the metaverse is being able to transition people and really help them pivot themselves. Prime example, just like with Miss Cleo, in a unique scenario, she's helping people recover, right? And you wouldn't necessarily have to go to a recovery center and show up there. She's able to now have a metaverse world where people now on a global reach, She's expanded her business to a global reach and have conversations with people that want to, get this help and get in recovery. And she's able to do that through this third generation of the metaverse, where people can be in this immersive experience and even feel more comfortable than they would in person around a whole group of people. And that's the great thing about this, is that this gives us a global reach and us all to be able to up our business and not just sell in our state or in our city or in our country. We now get to utilize AI to even change the language of our social media, where if you do one thing and it is predominantly known to be a big hit in China, you now can take all of your content and change it into Chinese, or Chinese into, Asian, or whatever you want to change the language into. That's where AI is allowing us to be able to transition, especially in the stores. I now can be able, or will here in the near future, be able that when somebody walks in the store, AI will change it to the language that fits them best.
Okay, good. You mentioned earlier about getting companies ready to transition, things that you might need to do when you first start working with them to make sure that they're metaverse compatible. What are some things that folks out there right now could be doing, should be looking at to make sure that they're ready for making this change?
Well, that's, I think one of the things that people should be able to do is be preventative. I think that's one of the key things. We're not preventative with our business. We, prime example, the holidays are coming up. Do you have a holiday sale, ready to go? Or are you going to be eating Thanksgiving dinner with gravy and dressing all over your shirt and be like, ooh, I need to put up a Black Friday sale, or I need to put up a Cyber Monday sale, or I need to have a Saturday small business sale. And so this is where really, we get to have the opportunity to transition and pivot our business into the metaverse. And, I just think people should understand that, this increases our access to talent, our global market, our connectivity, our insights, our analytics. And then at the end of the day, it's more production. And we all have to be able to look at our business and say, hey, what is my target audience? My target audience is here. Where are they going to be in 15 years? Are they going to be gone? Or do I need to circle back to the younger generation and figure out what they're doing to be able to provide them with the tools? And this is something that I share with people all the time. When you think about the internet boom, people that got into the internet fast, they were able to come up with companies and strategies and techniques that worked within the internet. Why would you not want to do the same? It's kind of like I tell people, the metaverse is the California gold rush. You can sit in New York and wait until everybody else gets the gold, or you can get over to California and you can go get the gold, or you can sell the shovels and the forks, right? Or the shovels and not forks. You're gonna be digging a long time using forks. The shovels and the tools that they need. So this is where you have to really up your mindset. That as simple as it can be. I as I tell people, I talk facts. I don't talk feelings. And you know what? Go to the hellollc.io. I have a free guide that has over 20 ways that you can make money on metaverse. I have a free guide of what the metaverse is for businesses. And so this is where we have strategies and techniques to help people out. And if you do want to make that pivot, come talk to us. We got you covered.
Great. Last two questions. One is kind of expanding on what you just talked about there. There will be folks out there right now who are saying, that sounds cool. That would be really cool to have, really cool to do, but can I really, make money on my business that way? Or can I add money to my business? Talk about a small business, not the, Nikes, et cetera. Talk about a small business that you worked with and how you were able to, take their, kind of traditional small business and help, plus it out, blow it up using metaverse so folks can get an understanding of the impact that this can have, for them.
Yeah. One individual would probably be, I'd probably take our chef Andy. Chef Andy is one of our clients, and he's a small to medium sized business, and he has, these pasta sauces that he showcases, and he's able to now go and showcase his sauces in Metaverse, where he has a video up of his sauces. He has, his actual avatar that is in there talking about his sauces. He also can be able to showcase, his podcast. He also can go in there and showcase his live, cooking shows. He's also about to start his own membership platform as well that's in the metaverse. And so, this allows that small to medium-sized business to really be able to take their website, to take, their landing page, to take whatever they're showcasing now, even their webinars, even their masterclasses, even for an author. We have an abundance amount of authors under our platform, and they're able to do their actual, their book openings, their book launching. So instead of saying, hey, meet me at this Barnes and Noble, or meet me, in Atlanta at this hotel. No, hey, I'm having my book launch in Metaverse. Everybody around the world, come meet me, same conversations, showcase my books, and be able to give away all these things. And so this allows that individual or that small business owner to utilize the capacity of these global entities within their own comfort of their home. And so this literally allows us all as business owners to be that Nike, to be that Gucci, because now we're all on the same playing field. And as I share with people, copy, paste, drag, drop. That's what business is now.
So last question. As folks are listening to this, again, I'm trying to preempt the questions that are coming to their mind. They're saying, that sounds great. Yeah, but with all that, I won't be able to afford it. And so they're wanting to dismiss it. Talk about, some ways that what the general cost might be for them to get to the metaverse, get on the metaverse, start, positioning themselves there and selling there, et cetera, doing business there and interacting with customers there. And are there ways that they can do that plug and play, proportional, to be able to lower those costs, but still be moving forward on it?
Absolutely. We have our Hello Plaza. And a lot of people think, oh my God, it's so expensive. No, it's the same amount of money that you're going to blow between here and next weekend on food, on alcohol, on valet, on the club, on everything else. And you can take that same money and you can be able to transition yourself and your business into metaverse, to where in our Hello Plaza, we have it to where you can have your own virtual storefront, where we will customize this storefront for you. We will take all of your business. We'll be able to do the graphics, do the design, connect all of your website or your links so people can pivot from 2D to 3D. And right now, we are originally selling that at $697. But for the Black Business Network, we are taking this down $100 for where we all can get this at $597. So we're talking about 2 pair of Jordans. We're talking about staying at home this Friday and this Saturday and being able to pivot your business into the future. Because as Snoop Dogg just shared with everybody, you need to get in metaverse, as he is there as well. And that's where people think, oh, it's so expensive. And it's not. You literally can get into our metaverse for $597 right now.
Good. All right, so we're running out of time. Talk about how the best way for folks, you've mentioned it a few times within it, to make sure people have it. What's the best way for them to reach you if they want more information about the metaverse, how to get their business on the metaverse, how they can profit and benefit from being on the metaverse, et cetera?
Yeah, they can go to thehellollc.io. We even have a pivot membership where we can show you, we can teach you, or we can do it for you, because we understand there's different strokes for different folks. And so this is where, our metaverse allows people to really do that. And that's what our Hello LLC is all about. So just go to that one app, one tap, and we're there.
Good. All right. Well, it's been great talking with you again, David. I really appreciate it. I'm sure folks are mind blown right now with all the information that you provided and what they are now starting to think about what they can do with their business. So thank you. Look forward to seeing you the next time. And as we say, genius is common. I'll see you on the other side. All right. Well, the Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K through 12 entrepreneurs. This expo is a fundraiser for students. So go to the website www.blackbusinessexpousa.com. Again, that's www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund. You can also use the Cash App and make sure you use the account $BBX USA. Again, $BBX USA. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. Students, you can go to the same website, www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to register. Remember, every dollar counts, and we want to remind you, please donate to the scholarship fund. I also want to take this opportunity to thank our Black Business Expo USA sponsors for the month of October 2023. Those sponsors include First Atlantic Insurance Group, 5-Star BDM Media, The Hello LLC, NC100, Moody Capital Partners, Suede Soul, Lotus Richey Coaching and Training, Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, BHS and Associates, Margie McLean Foundation, Inc., Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, Milani Shani Global, the Executive Women Success Institute, the Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, Creative Force Studios, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App Design, and the Black Business Expo USA. Thank you for watching our program. More to come tomorrow. And remember, genius is common, and I'll see you on the other side.
Hello, I am Dr. Eric Kelly III, the visionary strategist and founder of the Black Business Olympics. I invite you to showcase your Black-owned businesses on the Black Business Network global stage. The Black Business Olympics is a global Black Business Network platform that propels Black-owned businesses into the international spotlight. By showcasing your business on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can reach a worldwide audience of potential customers, partners, and investors. You can also establish yourself as a thought leader and expert in your field, attract lucrative partnerships, and more speaking engagements. In addition, the Black Business Olympics platform provides a valuable opportunity to connect and collaborate with like-minded entrepreneurs and business professionals from around the world. This can lead to new business opportunities, ideas, and relationships. Finally, by sharing your story and expertise on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can inspire and empower others. This is a powerful way to make a positive impact on the world and leave a lasting legacy. If you are a Black-owned business owner, I encourage you to seize the opportunity to showcase your business on the Black Business Olympics platform. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make an indelible mark on the world. Be one of the 1,000 visionary entrepreneurs who are changing students' lives, shaping industries, and leaving an unforgettable legacy for their families. Unleash your voice on our global stage and watch your business thrive. Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. Yes, the entire world. Just give me a call today at 919-308-9090